Yes, yes! Eat man things!
And I will always love food.
Eat you.
Thanks.
Alright, I cast Eat Metal.
Well, you'll get plenty of iron.
When we left off our characters, we went over at least a week of downtime. Everybody had something they wanted to do, and for the sake of Crunch, our friendly neighborhood warforged with a greatsword now has a buddy, named Buddy, strapped to his chest.
Is it a bomb? I feel like it's a bomb.
Imagine like
No.
a orb-sized Wheatley just stuck into his chest.
On one hand, I
Like
love
a
it.
third
On the
of the
other hand, I'm
size.
disappointed that the bomb, that the buddy named Buddy is not a bomb.
It's okay. Do you know do you know the magical item Docent from the Eberron book?
No, not off the top of my head.
That's what he's got. It's literally a translator and more of a defibrillator, and make sure that he doesn't die.
Nice. If I record languages that we don't understand, you can translate them. This is perfect.
Mm-hmm. So,
Wait, do we want it to be a bomb? Because we can talk to Syl about that.
please no. You could also talk
Yes.
to Vima. Both Vima and Syl could probably make a bomb out of Buddy, and Buddy will be very, very displeased.
Oh.
Oh, and Lucius was there. Lucius has been introduced to the group. Oh, that gif. Oh, that is. Oh, no.
America at its finest.
I mean,
That's
that's one
really
way to test
cringe.
tips.
God.
Oh, that voice crack.
It was.
Imagine if they had hit that any harder.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have done much.
Aside from kill like everyone in that
If you're-
general vicinity.
Yeah, true.
Also,
In that
if you wonder
airplane.
why I say such things, it's mostly for one reason, which is the fact that bombs of that caliber usually are smart enough to have a counter, meaning that it needs to drop
Not-
a certain hundred amount of feet before it blows up.
not,
So likelihood
not-
is it would ding, and that would be it.
Unfortunately, Claptrap, not with those ones back then. Those
Name
were
them.
known to be highly unstable.
Name them.
Huh?
Name it. Name the bomb type.
The bomb itself?
Yes.
Name us the warhead.
Show
Name me the
what you
warhead, and
call
I'll
it.
concede you on that one, because that shit is pretty goddamn standard for World War II bombs. It's a wind counter.
So I would like to keep moving forward if I may.
Go forward. We're just being pedantic about U.S. military history.
I'm
Which is a
living
weird
with
thing to say, but
I'm living with a relic, so yeah, I know what you're talking about. On the return of, as the week transpired and the return of, well, the week return of the group that went to help Crunch, Vilroy showing more or less just the lack of patience she's currently having, and her concern of the request that she has behest to the artisans. She's hoping and looking forward to the group on taking up her request to take out the bane of the forest.
so should we call like a group meeting or something?
Forest quest.
What's up? Well, it's not going to be happening. The conversation's not going to be happening the same night you guys ride back home. This will be taking place like the next morning.
Okay.
I
What?
hate that Midnight's just didn't get enough sleep as she's coming down to try to see where everybody else is.
But yeah, she would be holding a meeting. And would insist that everybody shows.
Okay.
Eagle.
Everybody.
Would we be starting off with the meeting then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because our Mr. Salius isn't here yet, I will just say I dragged him into the room, so he's part of the meeting.
And just kind of, still wrapped in his blankies and jammies, just kind of sleeping on the table. Or sleeping in a chair, laying on the table. We'll get to him in a moment. Go ahead.
Still will unfortunately drag themselves out of their room.
I know many people do not want to be up here at least this early in the morning, but I would like to humbly request that you really take my request to consideration. Because if you guys don't do it, I'm definitely going to go out there myself.
Midnight looks at her and says, I already told you I would follow you and help you out with it.
Noted. I don't know what exactly what we're expecting to find in there. All I'm expecting is this is going to be a quick trip to a cave somewhere, finding the big fucking monster, and killing the damn thing.
Do we have any idea what it looks like, Vilroy?
As large as a bear, head of a catfish, and antlers like a stag.
Would it happen to have any poisons, venoms, acids, the likes?
It was golden in hue. I don't know what else I can tell you about that. I didn't stay long enough to figure it out. A toddler doesn't need to be trying to figure out what a monster is capable of doing.
And I don't expect you to. We'll have to just figure it out.
All I know is Dad stayed around to try to fight it off just a little bit. Came back with a nasty scar on the top of his head. Why do you think he wears a hat all the time?
You were... Who?
Sebastian.
He's nice. He's cool.
You say this is supposed to know who this is.
Roll a history check.
Oh.
Okay. What am I rolling? Hold on.
He was one of the people that's really into hands.
Am I doing
Yeah, you're right. He did really like hands.
Yeah.
Is it a D20?
It is a D20 plus your proficiency in history.
He's a cool barkeep.
He is. Although we see that he's into hands like we didn't need 50 people that were really into hands for the first
He got
little
a
bit.
10.
Who's not into hands, right?
The memory of this man is vague. It rings a bell, the name, but you can't put name to face.
Or was it face to name?
One of the two.
Sorry, I can't remember who that is. The name sounds familiar.
Well, it should. Most people
Is
know
that-
who he is.
Isn't that
He's
like
cool,
your
dude.
silver thoughts of a dad?
That he is. Just wish he would stop being such a flirt.
What?
Super Fox. Is that some relation to you, Foxgloves? Something about you being Sylver?
You just hear the gears turn in my neck as I look at you.
Vilroy is also giving the same kind of glare at you, Mr. Kent.
Persist, Mr. Kent. I've gotten better since last time we fought.
Phil just like gently put a hand to her face.
Midnight, Mr. Kent. That's a goose, right?
That's,
Yes.
I'll bite and say, I have not met him. He might be my type, but I have not, so I'm making no judgments.
Vilroy immediately just gags.
Midnight points at the goose and says, "Mr. Quackers."
His name is Mr. Kent.
It's Ken.
Okay.
I actually have a message for you.
Oh?
Yes.
Oh.
I met somebody.
Hmm. I've met a lot of people too.
No. Your teacher?
Oh! I know. I'm trying to pull up the name, but
I was supposed to remind you that Midnight had a message for you, something about your dear friend.
my dear friend.
Yeah. I met your teacher in the woods, and he had a message for you.
Was he dear friend or was he not dear friend at that time? I think he wasn't a deer. It's okay.
He was tall.
Okay, so he wasn't a deer. Sounds good.
He was really tall.
Yes, he's very big.
But yeah, he gave me a message, And he says you need to find him again. He has more to teach you.
After this meeting, then I'll see what the time frame we have. And I'll try to find it. Thank you for that.
He delivered the message to Mr. Quackers.
It's Mr. Kent.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Also, it's Kent, not Quacker. It's Quacker's racist towards Mr. Kent. Yeah, it is. We have established it is racist to call him a duck, but he also doesn't mind too much.
She didn't call him a duck. She just said Mr. Quackers.
Yes.
You must be quacking mad.
It was a personal curiosity thing. I wasn't sure if that was an accurate memory that I had, but I feel like at some point you got called a duck and you were very pissed about it.
Ask him to quack.
At least he kept the mister. Okay. It's like,
Well,
but
someone
I'm glad I was finally able to pass that message along.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry it was late.
The notes of the characters that I make. Oh, they're so good.
Alright, anyway. You might actually have to hold off on that meeting with the shaman some other time. Probably when we get back. If that's okay with you, Mr. Kent.
Yes. I imagine bless you. I imagine the meeting might take a little bit anyways, so it's not a huge rush.
I figured. Barbarians and their teachings. This is going to be interesting for me, and probably less interesting for the rest of you. We'll be heading back to the Evergreen Alliance to go to a town that I haven't seen since I was a kid.
Field trip, road trip.
More or less.
Wait. Would I be familiar with the town? Maybe?
Well, considering the city you were born in is not that far away from where my town was, you visited frequently. Glade
Maybe I'll
Haven.
find some...
Glade Haven
more
is not that far away from the capital.
Maybe I'll find some more memories. That would be nice.
Hopefully not any memories.
Huh?
That was
I
bad.
said memories.
She just looks at you, Mr. Kent, and just nods with a smile.
Memories, all alone in the moonlight.
Isn't every trip we take a road trip?
More or less. Alright.
And
Give me a minute so to map this out just a little bit. Let me pull up the ruler. One, two, three, four, five. Hope you're not afraid of having another week's journey.
do we get rations?
I made sure that the staff chipped in to make sure you guys had food on the way there and the way back.
Why, thank you.
Appreciated.
French, you don't eat.
My point exactly.
Oh, Mr. Kent, I didn't see you much around last week. May I ask what you got up to?
Running for mayor.
Oh,
Wait,
good for you.
You got serious about that?
He's
still
at it.
I mean, I don't think there's elections going on right now, but still, good for you.
I made 2 posters. I'm not good at drawing, so I made 2 posters, put them up around town. I think they were taken down, but I made 2 posters.
High or low, Mr. Kent?
Hi.
Okay, let me pull out a D100 real quick.
I love that you're going with this, because I just made that up on the spot.
No, I love it. Of course I'm gonna go with it.
I love it.
Oh. This is
You would be
completely
correct.
out of character, though.
You would be correct. They were taken down within the day.
Oh.
I rolled a 22.
The
I'm
heart-
sorry.
It was
Oh,
that
good.
darn furball.
Yeah, Conrad did not want the competition, especially from no adventurer.
Yeah,
It's okay. All we need to do is acquire some sovereign glue and put them back up. They'll never be able to take
Sticky situation.
yeah.
That only lasts for a minute.
Oh,
The
You
sticky
kept
situation.
mentioning-
Yeah.
running for mayor, and I've never had a position of power, and I thought it would be fun. And a good way to promote our business.
Says the berserker.
You're probably one of the more well-mannered barbarians I've met so far. Take that as a compliment.
Thank you. That is a compliment. I appreciate that.
Alright. Everybody grab your things. We leave by noon. I have to prepare for this.
Mentally and physically, I take it.
More mental than
Beat me to the
physical.
punch. Beat me to the punch.
More mental than
Beat you to the
physical.
crunch.
All right.
Running for mayor.
So,
For mayor.
how much fabric should I be bringing?
Enough.
I'm glad you like that, by the way.
Wow, that was really fast and looks really good.
But this is the way a character. I think Mr. Quackers is gonna stick for her. I'm sorry.
This is an outrage against all of its kind.
What was against species again?
Arsarin.
Goose?
Thank you.
Possibly dragon?
Yeah, possibly dragon. We don't know.
Wait, there's that homebrew race.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have no fear.
Yes! It finally sees use!
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I would describe my character to you yet, but I should probably do that soonish. Unless
I've
I
only
should,
seen pictures, but that's the reason why I was like, she's gonna call him Mr. Quackers, and it kind of just stuck.
For you, at least.
Yeah.
So,
I will.
I'll let you guys kind of describe what you guys are doing before heading out. Vilroy is going to be sitting outside.
There we go. Found it.
I think what I want to do is pretty succinct.
Okay.
In the building, in terms of provisions, would we have any beer or ale?
Alcohol.
There's a high chance of possibility, but you have to ask the right person and the staff.
Buddy, you are going actually get to see a one-on-one adventure.
Oh, goody! This should be very interesting. Finally, some time to actually view the world with my own eye.
Lair of the Bane. Can I? This is Vilroy's request. Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't take me long to get ready because I don't need food.
Yeah, I figured.
Where would the rations and such our party would be given for the journey be? That would be amalgamated by the staff.
It would be in the staff's quarters.
Okay. I'm gonna either look around the staff quarters or see if anybody knows if we have like even just like a small barrel of ale left. I'm trying to just get a half pint or something, and I want to walk outside and sit next to Vilroy and just have a half drink.
Vima will give you a stare as you go into her, pour yourself a cup out of her keg, but just not say a damn word as you just walk away.
Doesn't even say a single word.
You owe me like
Midnight?
3 copper.
I toss a silver.
Thanks.
I
Midnight's
find
gonna go-
Vilroy.
Sorry.
I just quietly like cross my legs, sit next to her, and offer her a beer.
That's not gonna help me think.
You sure?
No, it's just gonna make decisions worse.
It's less. It's literally the weakest stuff I could find.
Shit, did you get that out of freaking Vima's stash?
Maybe.
Good golly.
Pardon me for showing concern in your well-being.
Oh no, it's appreciated.
If you don't want it, I can also have it too, if you're not going to take it.
Didn't plan on it. Go ahead.
I just kind of slowly drink it over the next couple of minutes.
So we're all getting ready to head out, I take it?
Have you ever fought your boogeyman, Block Gloves?
What?
Technically, yes. And I beat him and enough blood out of him that I could probably take a bath or fill a hot springs with it.
Ugh.
Not as cathartic as you might think.
That creature has been haunting my dreams for years. I'm looking forward to a night's rest where I don't see that monster in my in the back of my mind. But I still fear that I'm not going to be able to kill it. After all the training and all the time I've spent as a merc, I still don't think I can do it.
You can.
Well, you guys can. All I can do is just probably swing a light.
You can. I didn't say us. I didn't say the artisans. I said you can.
Huh.
I did not mince words.
Can I have Midnight listening to this go on?
Roll me a stealth check.
Sure. 14.
Okay. Let me pull up Vilroy's stats real quick.
Also, I made a description of Mr. Kent in the chat for those who. I mean, it's mostly just what you see in the picture, but
Okay.
yeah, a jar with the hose.
You, more or less, just kind of, with your elven ears, just kind of make your way over to the front entrance and just peer through the doorway, just listening in.
Midnight really wants to say something, but she knows better.
I don't think I've ever really asked you. Are you an only kid, Box Subs?
Hmm?
No brothers.
What was the question?
No brothers or sisters?
DM asking or character asking?
Vilroy's asking.
If I have any bros or sisters, they've never made themselves known to me. Just raised by mom and pa. That's it. There's boons to it, of course. You're the center of attention. There's the bad side, though. You're the center of their attention, and when you're their only child, means that basically every knee scrape, bad word, and time you don't finish history, lexicons, there's no one else to take focus away from you.
I had a brother and a sister.
Cool. You've had more family than I've had in my life.
The first friends I have ever had. Reginald and Tabitha. And then there's my mom. She's gone too. Oh,
Do you have a name?
Yeah.
Quick question: do any of these names trigger a memory?
Roll a history.
Question, DM. Since I'm sitting out here or waiting alongside Vilroy, Can I just look over my shoulder to see if anybody else has come out and assembled yet?
You can roll a perception if you wish.
17.
Thank you.
17. I'll get to you in just a second.
13.
Nope, doesn't seem like anybody's out just yet.
I'm ready.
Why the hell is everybody dragging their fucking feet?
I'm already ready.
Oh, hey, Crunch.
How you doing?
Frosty. To put it in a word.
I'm expecting Buddy might have a response, but brother is busy, it seems.
Trying to see how much info I can actually get out of this.
What are you doing?
Don't worry
Huh?
about it.
Being a spy.
No,
Why?
I'm not being a spy.
El Spio.
Why are you snooping?
Why you always snooping?
Think about it for a second. This is somebody who, when she first met, said they absolutely hated her. Okay? So she's been kind of quiet. She's trying to really build that relationship, but at the same time, she's also trying to get clues to her memory. If she can listen in on a conversation and get clues to her memory.
You could have just said that I'm snooping on the person who said they hated me and called it quits there.
No, because she doesn't think that they hate them. They hate her anymore. So yeah.
I would have at least understand that you're just trying to collect information off the person. You said you were just snooping on the person who said who hates you.
No, she's more or less trying to get information on trying to things that'll trigger her memory more than
You're
anything
snooping
else.
for information. Plain and
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
She doesn't see it that way.
How I see it.
But
John.
I mean, Foxelis hasn't got to kill you yet, so they like you a little bit at least.
I mean, she'll take it.
Her name was John.
Huh?
That's what she says to you, Foxelis, as her mother's name. And as for your 17 roll, yeah, you do remember there were two other kids that Vilroy played with. A smaller boy and a taller girl. You could probably tell from just the age differences. The girl was older than Vilroy from your memory, and the boy was younger than Vilroy.
And then mom and dad?
It's a bit fuzzy on Sebastian. He seems suave. But the mother seems very gentle. It seems like a very huge contrast to the man that's standing there looking at the three kids. As he looks like he's dressed to be an adventurer, while she looks like she's ready to probably go to work. Or at
Hold
least
on
take
one
care of the house.
Okay.
Sorry, I got completely preoccupied. What was the name?
John.
What?
That's my mom's name, Joan. The tavern, the Golden Wolf, is her pride and joy. She spent every piece of gold and platinum that she saved up to build it. And it stayed afloat because of my father's adventuring. Now he's the only
A
one
dynamic duo.
more or less. Father never explained the shady stuff that he did, because a rogue can only do so much, and thieving is very easy.
You and my dads would probably get along a bit better than I care to admit.
But now he's the only one who's there. He kept the name and put a plaque for her when she died. And the tavern tries to...
Am I here hearing all this?
You're kind of just passively listening. Buddy is just
Okay.
like listening and onto this, and you're hearing this, and your head's just like, "Oh, good heavens, this is terrible."
Meanwhile, there's
Suburban
somebody
living.
who's actually trying to. Midnight's actually trying not to cry.
I mean,
Sorry for the sob story. Just, I'm about to face
Shit.
against something that I didn't think was possible. That creature is a nightmare made manifest, in my opinion. Probably big enough to be its own myth.
Okay. So, how you gonna slay it? What do you do to make nightmares go away?
In one of the dilapidated ruins, she says, holding out the Sunblade, there was a piece of tech that I took. Almost took me an arm and a limb just to get to it. But what best way to take out a nightmare? She says, twisting the blade as a bright blade of light just kind of sprouts out from it. Swing the light at it.
Crunch to Buddy. Got anything to comment about this?
Huh.
Couldn't Syl finally
Interesting.
step outside? Of
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You do see
Crunch.
you see Midnight just kind of like her entire body is just trying to take up like one of the doors and just listening in, just like cracking a safe kind of levels of trying to listen in. I mean, while everybody else is trying to compile outside.
Syl just kind of gives a confused expression, and then it's like,
Wait, someone can see Midnight?
You're on the inside. Everybody else is going outside.
Mhm. You can hide from the people on the outside, but you can't.
Very conspicuous. Brother, what does Buddy have to say about the light sword?
There's only one thing he responds with is, huh.
That's it.
Oh, well, I know what that is. Go ahead, Sel.
oh, if you're gonna stick inside for a little bit, do you mind just like throwing this out for me? Sorry, I forgot. And Syl's just gonna like pull 2 fingers out of her bag of holding and just gently give it to Midnight.
Say angry cloak like giving you the bird.
Wait, what just happened?
Syl gave you the 2 fingers from undead corpses.
You have been
You have to throw
handed.
them out.
You've been handed 2 skeletal digits.
All right, I'm just gonna go meet up with the others. Do you mind taking care
So-
of this for me?
2 things happened when she was so involved in the conversation. She didn't pay attention to her surroundings, so she got spooked by that one.
Okay.
So she goes, oh shit, wait. Why are you giving me those? She takes them very carefully and looks at them.
I mean, do what you want with them. I just don't need them anymore. I was asking if you
I'm
could
gonna
throw
roll
them out.
something.
If I can do it now?
Throw them out.
Why me?
Looks like you're sticking inside for a little bit, so I'm gonna go meet up with the others. So if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. I don't mind at all.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome, Diesel.
Yo.
She goes and takes
Skeletal
the
fingers.
fingers and just tosses them out.
Roll a perception check for me, real quick. Midnight.
Oh, boy.
The fingers are alive!
Skeletal fingers, fun for the surviving family.
Fuck. Fuck you. I was eating.
Perception.
God
13.
damn it.
That'll see
Why
it.
do I try to eat or drink anything
Huh?
while playing D&D?
You're throwing these outside, I'm assuming?
No, she's throwing them out.
Okay, into a bin
Like,
then.
in a garbage, yes.
Okay, you throw it into the nearest bin that you can find, and you watch this, the 2 digits claw themselves out of the bin.
Of course.
They're alive!
It's alive! It's alive!
That's some character, brother.
Midnight sees this. She screams off the top of her lungs and runs outside.
That just happens sometimes. Oh. Mr. Ken will follow outside now. Because everyone else is outside. He's just waiting for everyone.
Syl is just outside.
Can't saw the fingers move too?
Ash, to give you a synopsis, this is the next day after that whole debacle happened,
Just like
with
me.
Crunch getting his buddy. Vilroy is holding a meeting early in the morning to discuss with everybody that she wants to go to Glade Haven Yeah, which is what we figured. It's just Foxlove's what Claptrap said is that Foxlove's dragged them to the table for the meeting. They're still wrapped up.
Midnight at this point is hiding behind. How the fuck do you pronounce her name? I will get this right eventually. I swear. Vilroy.
We could wake up Ash, but what point would that serve if you're not
Hide
here,
behind
Diesel?
Vilroy, and she's like, Vilroy, fingers just moved.
Okay, fingers move all the time. She says,
No,
twisting the blade
these
back
were
to back to
fingers
normal.
that were cut off that were moving.
Ah,
Vilroy does have a good point. Fingers do move all the time. Not mine, but, you know.
back to the
like half
obsession with.
fingers.
This feels like a strange obsession with hands you have over here.
Yeah.
What?
Everyone has a strange obsession with hands, it seems. Oh, Midnight, are you some sort of magician? I
Bard.
believe you are.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense then. Every magician has some strange obsession with hands.
If it's a creeping
No,
horror, then
no. I'm not even. No.
Oh, if there's actual any problems with it, and Cole and the others can take care of it pretty quickly.
No. Syl handed me two skeletal fingers. They asked me to throw them away. I went to go throw them away. They jumped out of the trash can and they started following me. I screamed. I ran. I'm here.
They didn't follow you. As a matter of fact, they're still in the building.
She
So,
thought I followed them.
you gave her those fingers?
I don't need them anymore. They're gonna taking up space.
They moved.
She
They
did start
moved.
off with that.
Skeleton fingers, da 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 da.
Good job thinking pragmatically.
So you kept those skeleton fingers?
Da 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 da
I mean,
da
I didn't really mean to. I just used most of them. I didn't realize I didn't use all of them until I was
So?
just checking my equipment over today.
So, do me a favor. Never give me detached body parts again.
Oh,
I just gotta say,
So horns and fangs are not good with you either?
Detached body parts. I don't care what body part it is. If it is detached, I do not want it.
I'll grow some thicker skin.
so like casually just pull out one of the arms of the Vex from the other night.
I just love Syl's quote of, I accidentally didn't need to use all these fingers.
Why do you have a detached hand? Did you got that from the dungeon we were in, didn't you?
You mean the place where we went to?
Yes.
I wanted to analyze this over the trip. Should I leave this at home then?
You can leave it in your bag. Just don't give it to me. That's
Okay.
fine.
So put it back in her bag.
Oh.
Should I?
I'm not surprised
should
you
I be
have
bringing
it.
any silk?
Oh,
Depends if you think we need it.
Tap.
Hi.
How's the project going?
Oh, I was up late as usual working on it. But I've
I'm
got
so
most
sorry.
of the thing. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh God, I feel
even
so
worry about
bad
it.
now. I'm sorry.
No. It's a thing I do. Don't worry. Yeah. Cheeky, can I make a roll to see how many of those I'm done?
It's a tap regular.
You're making something, Tap?
First, roll
I'm making
a check with your weaver's tools.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So that's what. Just I don't know how you want to do that.
So, I would say, roll a dexterity check with your proficiency.
Proficiency, cool.
Oh my gosh. Fashionita, and you know what just popped into my head?
Oh no.
So 1d20.
If it's
plus
Zoolander,
4.
the answer is yes.
No, Cheeky knows exactly who I'm talking about.
They're not here.
I know, but I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Okay, but here's I excuse you, Alti. I don't stay up late all the time working on things. Sometimes I go to bed. Sometimes I go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Jamming?
How about the Kai?
I know how often you stay up late with us.
But working on something though.
I need to watch the Zoolander.
No, the staying up late this time is different. It's unproductive.
Yeah, well, no. Don't say that, because I enjoy the time that I spend staying up late.
Do I have to tuck both of you in at night if you two are going to work into the wee hours of the morning like this?
No, I've tried to get Ari to go to bed. It just doesn't work, and you end up staying up with her.
At least you were more productive than me. I stayed up all night trying to get a mod to work.
Also, did you just say Ari or Syl?
Ari, this is real life. Because this is real life. This is real life. Me hanging out with Ari in the middle of the night.
Oh my god.
Because Alti compared Tap to me.
You think it,
Okay, I didn't get that nuance. My bad.
To be fair,
that was the funniest thing.
to be fair, I've done the same thing with Jimmy over here.
Yes,
We
yes,
would-
you have, and I can call you out on it. You did it with me as a kid.
With Jimmy and I, we would probably be going to bed at like what 4 in the morning.
Sometimes.
Caleb, sometimes you and I would stay up to the point of where we had no sleep whatsoever.
We haven't gotten that far, but anyway.
I remember
close.
back at college, we would stay up until like 12 or 1 in the morning playing D&D.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds
Lounge area.
fantastic.
Yeah, and then the security guys are just like, yeah, whatever.
What are you
guys do-"
doing?
Either they're like, "What are you doing here? Get out!" or like, "All right."
As long as you're not loud.
That sounds really cool.
All right. But yeah, the group is getting themselves ready. I was just more or less just asking everybody is what they were doing as they're prepping for this travel. Vilroy is taking the time to mentally prepare.
Hello, Vilroy.
D&D AD, Dungeons and Dragons After Dark. Yes.
Yes.
Are you afraid
Yeah.
of the dark?
Although every time I hear After Dark, I look at people very questionably, and I'm like, "Excuse me."
After
Okay.
dark, so after 4 p.m. Good evening.
Crunch to Vilroy. How you doing, Vilroy?
Dying on the inside.
Nice.
You have. When did you get the soul? I'm blanking. Have you ever shown me that before?
What, the Sunblade?
They have.
Yeah, I know the handle, but I don't recall an instance where you shown it prior.
You know those zombie
They have.
chickens that we faced against?
Zombie
The
chicken.
cockatrices.
I thought I was in the other room, wasn't I?
I
No.
guess.
Maybe.
Oh, 19. Right. I'd say you got at least two outfits done.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're going on a week-long journey. I'll present those to midnight for what I've gotten done so far.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Vilroy...
I mean, I just always figured that the blade was invisible.
Oh, no. It's twists it again just to show the light coming out of it. This is pure radiance. And she just sticks it to the ground as you just hear from the snow just melting as it just touches into the ground.
Buddy, seriously, you got anything to comment about this?
Oh, don't worry about
And
it.
this is internally, by the way.
Buddy is talking externally. Oh, don't worry about it. Of course I'm not worrying about it.
Thanks, buddy.
Tap.
That was externally.
Tap. These are amazing. Thank you.
That's good.
You're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the compliments. You said you only had one outfit, so we had to get you a couple more.
Aww.
Okay. I'll ask plainly.
It's
Is
fine.
everybody ready?
I think so.
Um,
I don't need food, so I'm already ready.
Tap is bringing one bolt of fabric just in case.
I'm ready to mosey.
Where's the fire dad? Shor's
give him
waking up suddenly with a
about-
blanket on his back. Okay.
I'd say give him about. Hold on, actually, I just mentally go. Helen, can you grab tap for us real fast?
What? No.
Okay. No, better question. Can you
Huh? What?
Is
do
this
what we're doing right now and just, shout in his ear or something like an alarm?
is it time for thaumaturgy?
I can't
Is
really.
it time?
I can't really connect to him at the time being. He seems to be dreaming about something.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
Also, you kind of need to stop doing that. I'm used to just talking to Ash's ear, not somebody talking to. This is weird.
Sorry. I end the telepathy.
It's fine. Just it's something I have to get used to. How do the other devils do it? You just hear as she cuts it off at that point.
Is Ash still in his room?
You are currently
He's
sleeping at the,
alive!
You're currently sleeping at the table.
Ash snorts and he wakes up with a blanket on his back. He fucking wraps the blanket around him and he sits up. Is anybody else in the room with him? Or is everybody outside or something?
As a
We're all
per-
outside.
Yeah, everybody else is outside. So the staff is still there. Cole and Vima are more or less just kind of tidying things up. Vima just kind of looks over at you with this. She's not grumpy. You can tell she's not grumpy at you, but she's grumpy.
Where did they go?
They went out front.
Okay. He gets up. The blanket's still around him as he waddles out the door.
You stay safe, all right?
Oh.
There's our fearless fleet. God damn it, man. One time.
Blanket.
One time. Can you look respectable?
Blanket comfy. Blanket
Minute
comfy.
waves.
But
Hi.
gloves. This is our traditional.
Food.
This is excuse you, foxgloves. This is my traditional homeware.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you brought
You are-
eyes all along with us.
This is part of my culture.
You have a strange
Ash.
cocoon culture. Are you part butterfly?
Ash.
No.
We're going to be heading over to the Evergreen. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As long as I've got this, and he flaps the blanket a little bit.
You're not going to be needing it. We're going to the Evergreen Alliance, not the Kingdom of Gold.
I know, but it's still comfy.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It's the big winter blanket that he has wrapped around him.
Midnight looks over at your hand and says, I'm actually kind of nervous.
Why? It's just trees.
Not that. For me, I have my own reasons for being fucking nervous.
Yeah, that's Ash.
Like, I know why you're nervous. I'm nervous because,
Eraser beam.
I have a feeling that I might get more clues to my memories. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm not so excited for it. I'm scared. Again. Go figure.
Okay. The staff has given us enough rations to last for 2 weeks' journey. So, there and back again. So,
Oh.
saddle up.
Well, I'm ready when you are. Let's go.
Alright. My only question, plainly, is random encounters or no?
That is the question.
Okay, here's another interesting question.
No.
During the journey, if we did have random encounters, like, you have somebody who's presumably dead following you guys?
Huh?
Huh?
Only sometimes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That is true.
Based on, from what I've gathered, okay, from the time that Midnight disappeared to now, she was presumed dead because of her father. You've got
It would
someone who
make
is
sense
presumed
that we
dead
would try not
traveling
to
with
come.
you guys.
It does make sense that we would try not to encounter people.
But that doesn't mean. So my whole thing is, are we going to? Because if we do, we might run into people who might know her.
Who says it's all
I don't know
going
if
to
it's
be?
going to be a
people
good or
who
a
might
bad
know you
thing,
anyway,
especially
right?
since we're going to be close to an area where she grew up in.
Who says it's always going to be people?
Yeah, that too.
That's-
I don't think
I
I
think-
want to encounter another dragon.
I was
think
gonna
you are
say
the-
the
I think
last.
you're the only person I've ever met whose first thought for a D&D wild encounter is just,
Human?
oh, it's going to be people, when the vast majority of them is monster, 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 location,
No, I
monster.
very
Somebody
much
we've
know
met
that
before.
random
Not very much.
encounters have the are mostly monsters. But my whole thing is my brain's kind of going with random encounters. They're random, so anything could happen. This is one of those scenarios that just popped into my head. So I'm like,
I'll
okay,
just have my chart on
especially since we're going to
standby.
go to an area that's close to where she, grew up.
She was born.
Yeah, that thing.
Isar! That is true. Please vote Isar. Please let us have Isar in the random encounters. We want to
That is
see her.
Possible. It is
We
highly
want
We
to
wish
see
to
her.
embarrass the dragon again.
Embarrass the dragon
You want-
again.
Oh, ha, ha.
We've embarrassed
But
the
again,
dragon
this is
every
just
single time
my
we've met her.
brain thinking of
Alright,
different things.
I'll make this a little bit interactive.
I vote yes.
For random encounters, I vote yes.
Somebody,
I want to see.
Somebody roll me a d7. Three. Now,
3.
somebody roll me a d100.
I want to.
Go ahead.
Ah!
Damn it.
Well,
That-
100.
that's my good roll for the night, everybody. Good
Oh.
night.
Holy cow.
Immediately leaves the call.
That's the rest of it. I don't want to do
Valid.
anything else for now. I don't want to.
You bounced out faster than like a first edition wizard after they cast the spell, and they're just like, okay,
Thank
I'm
you,
out of here.
everybody. Good night.
That was insane. Holy cow.
100 dragons show up to eat our faces on the third day.
Look at the 100.
Oh, it's like the Manta's apocalypse
Jesus.
generator.
This
My
does
God.
mean I have more.
We
Yeah.
encounter Midnight's entire family and
God,
relatives.
no, don't do that.
On
Don't do that to the poor girl. Not yet.
on day 3, nearing the evening, I would like, for those who are more or less keeping an eyes watch on it, this would more or less be Foxgloves and, say, Mr. Kent. And
Yeah.
I'd say Syl, too, considering they've kind of started acting a little more on the Sentinel's end.
Wait, I'm not a sentinel.
You don't really pay attention that much unless I point something out to you personally.
Oh.
You can roll 2, fine. The 4 of you can roll a perception check.
Wait, I need to roll a perception
15.
check?
No.
Okay.
15, 19,
Whoa.
18.
Whoa!
Oh. 22.
What is this madness?
Is the bot broken? Is the bot
What
broken?
just happened?
Let's find out.
That's a natural 20. Holy cow.
No, it's not broken. I rolled a 10.
It's not. It's not broken. It's not broken.
I guess I'll
Ladies
count
and gentlemen, that is what pure luck looks like.
I guess I'll keep your.
Absolutely.
I will keep your roll up then. I guess to Lucius, if you will.
The party.
I was
Looking up
trying
The
for
to,
lowest was a 15, and the highest
was-
was a 22.
I was trying to
Holy
get
shit.
that out there, but people were talking. It's
Oh,
fine.
mood. No, it's all good. It's all good. Now, nearing the evening, since all of you are more or less just getting ready to camp out for the night, though few of you definitely see the silhouettes of a large dragon that all of you know really well, especially since you guys are on the edge of the town of Oakhurst, where she more or less presides. As I said before, you guys didn't notice her first. You also notice a very smaller silhouette just flying right behind her.
I can't fly.
It's that dragon you guys like.
Ah, it's our friend.
Oh, joy.
I am not in the mood to be playing babysitter, Vilroy says, just looking up at the sky.
I'm scared.
Crack a mild smile at that.
Ah, dude, no. They're good friends of ours.
Alright, who has seen them thus far?
All of us except
I have
the
not.
new people.
All of us except for Tap and Midnight.
Sounds
I think
about
that's
right.
how they're.
Has Ash seen them?
No, I thought you were
oh.
talking. I thought you meant met them.
Lucius,
No,
Oh.
like seen them in the
Lucius
sky.
Crunch, Foxgloves, and
Ash is
Mr.
fucking
Kent
dead.
are kind of noticed them. Oh, and so sorry. They just kind of noticed the shadowy silhouettes of a large dragon and a medium-sized dragon just flying in the sky, the night sky, I should say.
That's concerning.
You hear as something just lands into the trees, leering its head down to look at the group. Not high, not low enough to that you guys can immediately see it, but you definitely see the head of a green dragon just staring down at the campfire.
Buddy?
My friend.
Immediately met with a sigh. Go ahead, Zell.
Zell will just wave.
Good evening, Wicked Flame. How are you doing?
Wait, Wicked Flame?
Normal.
That's her title, isn't it?
Wait, did you just... Wait, Wicked Flame, Isar, hi!
If a dragon could blush.
Me standing here with my sword and shield up, just like, what the fuck is happening?
Everyone talking chill to it.
Everybody's so
Dramatic
fucking
girl.
chill around this
Glory.
dragon, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck?
The
is
little
going
white
on?
dragon wormling just kind of crawls down the trunk of the tree, kind of like a newt, or like a gecko, just down in his little habitat. Just
Oh no, Buddy has some good questions.
Hi, Caltrix.
oh, it's nice to see what happened to the local population of lizards.
Glory.
There are still normal lizards around, by the way.
Oh, goody! Next thing
Glory,
you tell me,
this would be-
dinosaurs have returned.
Glory, allow us to introduce you to two of our acquaintances.
When the dragon wormling crawls up to the group, they are still in their medium shape of dragonling, little wormling. It just waddles up to the group and just kind of looking up, just like, hi. Just kind of that, hi. Just kind of like a dog. Just, hi.
Midnight looks at it and goes, hi.
It bites.
Crunch is wary because last time they thought that Crunch was a chew toy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Slowly put sword away.
the other dragon, on the other hand, just unceremoniously just claws their way down several branches of various different trees and then thuds to the floor, just letting her entire size just take up the more or less forest floor.
Midnight waves to
And
the dragon and says, hello.
and immediately sighs. Both the wormling and the green dragon fold their wings into themselves, and you watch as their forms shrink. Standing now is an elvish, a very pale elvish woman with dirty blonde hair, and a young boy, human-looking boy with scales, wearing a hoodie.
Yay!
This is what I do not like about your group. You take
What?
away the thunder that I have when it comes to meeting against travelers. Now if a few people think they can approach me, I do not like this at all. Isar says just loudly.
Would you like to redo your introduction for our new friends?
The mood is ruined.
Okay. Sorry.
Apologies, would you explain?
We can't really help you be approachable if you're going to, or not be approachable if you're going to continue to be approachable.
It helps. I think you're scary.
Your bronze dragon started this in the first place by humiliating me.
What happened?
Who wants
Hi.
to explain this?
We met a dragon, and then we met Isar, but our other dragon friend, the conductor, noticed Isar, and now Isar became a friend, and Calcrix... How you doing, Calcrix?
What? We are not friends.
Tet made you an outfit, so I would argue otherwise, but...
Oh yeah, Isar was the first person that commissioned me to make them an outfit.
Midnight looks at him and says, "My name's Midnight. Nice to meet you."
Just a snore in the background. By the way, the little kid was speaking in Draconic, looking up at Isar when, after he spoke, Isar just groans. I suppose they're acquaintances. Would that be a sufficient, Calcrix? Madorsknai mandat. Yes, they did clear out our lair of all those inconvenient mortals. Markdamberto. I'm not saying it. Friends. Yes.
Aww.
Just that's what Calcrix says.
Jenny, do you
Hi, little one.
Do you want to go see if you can get Isar?
Careful, that one's more likely to bite you than anything else.
Sorry, do I want to what?
Go get Isar to admit that we're friends now. Isar seems very responsive to you.
Sure, I can do that. I'm gonna like kind of direct more of my attention towards away from Calcrix. Well, they're close together, but away, like towards Isar. More than Calcrix for just a second. I am super glad that you are taking care of your little brother. I'm glad that we could count on you to do that. Like I knew we could.
There is no treasure in my hoard that would replace Calcrix.
That's so sweet.
She just looks to the floor and turns away from you for like a quick sec.
Wicked Flame, if it makes you feel any better. I haven't said a peep since our last conversation.
To make a telltale reference, Isar will remember that.
You had a conversation with Isar?
It's not important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no,
So basically, before we cleared out that citadel, they had a small little statement about what was it? You being loud, proud, and the forest being basically yours.
The Reveler would rather say that the forest is theirs, but I own a small piece of it. As much as I hate to admit.
I'm paraphrasing.
Wait.
Yes?
Sorry.
It's okay. I was gonna ask. Did I hear correctly that you've been staying in the Citadel instead of wherever you were staying before?
The Citadel has been our lair for years. I travel every once in a while to more or less either gain wealth or to get food for myself and Calcrix. Now we just need minions.
Buy minions for like, I don't know, how much do we pay our employees? We can buy minions.
Still chuckles a little bit under.
You could also just hire employees.
She just shakes her head. So what's with the new folk? I smell... She actually sniffs here for a quick second.
New hires.
Kill the dragon.
Yeah, that would be this guy right here, and I just tap Crunch on the shoulder.
It's like, it ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me.
No, I smell a dragon on all of you. Most of you.
Yeah, there was this large black dragon that wasn't super nice to us.
Ha! Serves them right.
But some people needed. Yeah, we tried. Yeah,
It didn't end well for them.
If you know a night scale, that was them.
I'm gonna see if she remembers.
Oh boy!
Because she's a couple 100 years old.
She's trying to remember the last dragon family reunion.
Ah, my great uncle Albert.
And that will be using her... Which stat block again?
Night Scale, it's so nice to see you. We don't get to meet every other century like we ought to.
Ah, Night Scale, you fucking bitch.
dragon in the family reunion.
Dragon reunions are weird.
They get real busy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly just people comparing their horde.
That little wormling.
Oh my god!
That little wormling finally bit the dust, I see. Good. Black dragons don't need to exist in this world.
I
Oh, so you did.
don't know how to respond to that, honestly.
Let me just tell you this. Chromatic dragons are always looking to be the best, even against their own kin. If a lair encroaches on another territory, we either play the longest game of cat and mouse, or we will stamp them out with supremacy.
So,
For my scales,
Huh.
we usually like to play the longest con possible.
So, since they're gone, does that mean basically you have less to fear for Caltrix then?
With them gone, that means that someday, when Calcrix finally leaves the nest, he can make his own lair.
question: whether they're asking is that racist or the species? Attack anyone that isn't.
No
a
chromatic
color.
dragons like each other. That's plain and simple. Ash, right now. And how long is that one going to be asleep?
Is it nighttime right now?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna use a cantrip just to like play around with the little one. She's gonna use dancing lights.
I was gonna ask, does Calcrix still have the plush from earlier?
You see it poking out of his hoodie pockets,
Aw.
but he's just kind of looking at the lights. And for a brief second, you see the dragon head poke out and just bite at the lights.
She starts making the move around.
I'm gonna go. Wait, hold on. Before I just kind of do something that Tap might not do. I'm gonna leave this to chance and maybe do something that Tap might not do. Perfect.
Be risky.
Tap is gonna kind of like, as like the conversation shifts to other people. Tap's just gonna go kind of over to Isar and just start inspecting her outfit. Just in case changing back and forth between a dragon has damaged it at all. And if there is any damage, I'm going to use mending to work on repairing the dress while she's wearing it.
Well, while Isar protests about how long Ash is going to be asleep, Syl just offer the almost chaotic neutral of, you could just yell really loud.
Yeah, word.
You have the power to wake them up.
Mhm.
You own a section of the forest, don't you?
I'm not old enough to make the forest scream.
But you could scream.
You,
Is
in
what-
particular.
Just
Funny.
hold on, just for one second. She just looks over at you, Tap, and just. This is the first time you've actually seen her really red. What are you doing?
I'm fixing your dress.
It's...
There was like a little tear in the seam
No,
here,
no,
and I'm repairing it.
She just puts her hands on your shoulders and just gently pushes you. It's fine. Shape changing does not affect my clothes at all.
Right, but nicking it on a tree might.
Oh my god!
I just snap, and I'm just gonna sit next to Ash for a
No,
moment.
I said seam, didn't I?
Yeah, you did say seam. I'm just snapping, and I'm just sitting next to Ash because clearly this is just going to be an amazing show of idiocy.
Midnight.
Everything is fine. Just stop. You're. She sighs.
Okay.
Uh,
I just hands up with drop my tools in the grass and step back.
She picks them up and hands them to you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Just stop. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Echo Crunch pokes Ash.
She just puts her hands over her face and just breathes. Second question to your artisans. Who are those two? She says, pointing to Lucius and Midnight.
Oh,
Midnight's kind of just playing with the baby dragon still.
New hires.
new hires.
New hires.
New hires.
Echo Crunch manifests the echo and pokes Ash.
Huh?
You have a visitor.
Huh? Oh?
Oh.
He's still like face down on the ground, but he like props his chin up.
So
We have a recurring visitor.
Lucius, in awe of what the fuck is just going on right now, is just kind
Your
of
first time
waving
talking.
I'm trying to
at
listen
her.
to-
Oh, hi.
What are your names? If you're going to be around this group, I may as well just get to know you at least a little bit at face value, I guess.
My name's Midnight. This is a pleasure.
That wouldn't be in correlation with House of Laura, would you?
Right.
Yes.
She's got this crooked smile.
Before you say anything, she doesn't know anything.
yeah, so this one doesn't know anything. And this one, I don't know about this one actually.
Wait, could you? You know something, don't you?
A little bit. Let's just say I've been around for a couple 100 years.
Is there a way you can help me at all?
Depends. What are you willing to give up?
Just facepalm.
Usually, you can offer her like a cookie or something.
She hisses at you, Mr. Kent.
I can replace your limbs, so that might be
Impressed.
sufficient.
What in the name of soul is happening? He whispers to himself.
She's like, I don't know if this is weird to say, but I can offer you a shiny coin.
This is Isar. This is our friend. I actually never was introduced to you yet, but that's what's going on here. This is our friend.
I'll be taking more than just a shiny coin.
What do you want?
Something precious.
Your soul!
Precious. Oh.
Stop bullying him, the Isar. Roll. Ash, roll an intimidation.
Oh, fuck.
This is why Isar is such an interesting character, because most of the time we just bullied her into doing things.
Bully the dragon.
Oh, my lord.
You will not best me this time, Janasi. She just growls.
What is it that you're looking for?
Suki dragons usually like taking things that is more personal to an individual. What's personal?
This is out of character. I really don't want to give that up because I have a feeling it's going to come back and bite me in the ass later if I do.
A small price to pay for knowledge.
Wait, get too embarrassed though.
You're asking the amnesiac for something personal.
Oh, yes!
Midnight
Yes, I am.
fiddles with her ring.
Isar, don't you not even like shiny things? Don't you just collect art?
Art comes in many shapes and sizes. As far as I see,
Comes
she's
in
just...
many shapes and sizes. Whoa.
She walks up to Midnight and just holds up her hand with the signet ring on it. Art comes in many shapes, and this is very personal.
Ash gets up and dusts off his pants and everything. He's like, chill out. Both of you.
He's the tired boy.
Just don't fight, because I'm too tired for this. I don't want to babysit you two.
Roll a persuasion.
Sleepy, yeah.
A persuasion?
Yeah.
Let's see if this one will work this time. Persuasion. No! No! He's too tired! He's too comfy looking to be...
He's lost all of his intimidation and persuasion just wrapped up as a burrito in the blankets.
It's like I saw for the first little bit you see him, you're like, oh, he can't be that intimidating.
He's just... He's got a 21.
No!
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Is there
Ash is
any
too
way
sleepy to be a dad.
I can convince you to let me keep this?
Oh,
Also,
I do have art
also-
of the lady too, by the way. Go ahead, speak.
What did I just miss? I got completely sidetracked talking to my dad for 10 seconds.
Isar's
Not
about
much,
to make a
just-
wager.
A wager. Oh no. Which one of you made it?
She hasn't agreed to it yet.
Oh, fucking hell.
Let me find Miss Isar the Wicked Flame, her elven form, if you will.
Wait, no, let me find mine. Let me
Yes.
see if I can find my art of Isar
Put
too.
yourself first, and I'll put mine next.
I have to look for it.
I have an idea. So
I have to look for it.
So
There she is.
Flavio hot man.
Flamey-o, hot
Sil-
man. Go
I'm
ahead,
so
Sil. Go
done.
ahead, Sil. Go ahead, Sil.
So Scylla is a sage, which means she has the background feat of researcher, and she
Does
almost
anybody-
always knows where to find information.
Mm-hmm.
Would she be able to try to kind of be able to place where she could find the information that Isar is holding to blackmail Midnight?
Oh God, why?
Roll me a history check, and I'll give you the information privately.
Because if we know this information, we don't have to put up with the deal.
Like the
But
art
I
of the
guess
deal.
Still doesn't know it.
You gotta know it.
Still doesn't know it at all.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait, what were you trying to search?
If, like,
Still wanted to root out this, basically the source of Isar's blackmail. So instead,
Dad, the dragon is picking on me. These
Wait.
images are of Isar, by the way. Our sassy little elf.
Okay, so... Wait, what is Isar blackmailing with?
Hi.
She's not blackmailing us. She's bargaining to give Midnight information in turn for something that is priceless to Midnight.
Okay.
Mm.
Continue.
And the thing she wants is Midnight's signet ring.
Her saurian eyes betrays the elven form as she stares daggers into you, Midnight.
weigh this carefully in your head.
Would we be? Is it illegal to make a second ring?
Probably.
Who cares if I know? Isar says, looking at you, Syl. I want to make this tantalizingly obnoxious for this elf. Oh, assassin of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Cox ahead of that, and it's like, all right. And she backs off.
Wait. Wait. Isar, have you been killed before?
No.
It's my house.
Oh.
Good. It's a good question though.
Well, she said assassin of mine, so I like.
My family is a family of assassins. That I do know.
Oh, I totally get the family trade thing.
Fun.
Welcome back.
I don't understand why I became a bard and not an assassin, but I will remember and learn that, I guess, along the way. But
And I
need to
am
know
a dragon
how-
who is willing to talk to mortals as if they were among my kin. You can imagine that my situation is much similar to yours, but not in the same scale.
And I'm a
Very
very
true, but
confused tiefling.
You're asking for something precious, so I need to know if the information that you are willing to give me is even worth it.
What were you saying there, Lucius?
I just replied, and I'm a very confused tiefling.
Hello, very confused tiefling. I am Isar.
The facepalm, it gets harder.
And I'm a goose.
Oh.
That wonderful moment when you have a negative charisma and you wish to do something that requires a charisma roll.
Okay.
Then again, I can only get as worse as everyone else tonight.
I'm goose, and that's deep.
Did you hear what she said, though?
There's no rules. I'm not gonna help.
Hello?
What was that?
Hola.
She literally said, have a good... I got a baby. Hi, baby.
Roll.
No, she said, I need to know if the information you're giving me is as much... Or, fuck. I totally lost it, and I had
I
something
heard you.
really
I got
fucking
you.
good.
I got you. No, it's good. It's all good.
Roll for baby.
You had stated it already once, by the way.
Roll
Yeah,
a
I know.
persuasion. Roll a persuasion.
Okay.
We don't suck, we just can't talk.
We suck.
You said
We're all
persuasion?
too tired.
Yes.
We're all too tired to speak.
God, why are these numbers so small? Can I zoom in on this? Oh my god, I
Me
can't.
looking at our rolls, why are these numbers so small?
Persuasion plus 6. Oh!
Why are these numbers
The
so
theme
small?
persists!
Even she
God,
rolled.
I hate this.
Even she rolled low, but she rolled higher than you.
Oh my god, why are these numbers so small?
Oh, believe me, this information will be very useful for you. You guys wanted the
Wait.
dragon, and as soon as the dragon appeared, you guys got low rolls.
Question.
I didn't want the dragon, okay? I didn't roll for the dragon. I shouldn't be getting low rolls.
Question.
All we're looking to find her.
Can I incite the dragon when she says this information will be very, whatever she said?
Very useful.
Yes.
What are you asking for?
I want to incite.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me check my sheet.
Diesel, stop rolling for a second.
Uh-oh.
Stinky.
Omega lol.
Yeah, the 100 was like, man, that's it. That's your only good number.
Hey!
Yeah, the bot I think is broken.
I shouldn't have showed up for D&D.
No, you're good. You're fine.
No, you broke
You're fine.
We found
3.
Isar because of you, though.
3.
We found Isar because of you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I will say, after
Okay.
this conversation, I do want to have a conversation with Calicrux, but...
Okay. Don't worry. You will.
Welcome to
I will
not
get
being
to
able
that.
to fudge your die rolls, the game.
She is purposely being very hard to read, Lucius. She knows she has the cards, and she's holding them close to her chest.
I was also just gonna say he's too confused to notice anything.
That's an elf. She was originally a dragon, but now she's an elf. Chromatic dragons don't do that.
I have a dumb idea. Does anybody want me to try it?
Go ahead, go for it.
Do it. We love dumb ideas.
Do it.
Gloves just kind of sits
Sure.
up, thinking about the situation for a moment, and just plainly states, "Wait, do you want the ring because the first time we met you, you tried to play yourself off as if you were from that house?"
No.
Poggers!
That's pretty pog.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
You know, I kind of forgot about that as well.
So
It
I'm
was
just
too-
saying,
it
with the
was so
signet ring in
underwhelming.
hand and your ability to shapeshift, you could be more convincing.
I would
Just
not make
throwing
my.
that out there.
I would not be able to pass myself off as a child of Noct. The man has graying hair.
And
True,
yet
you're
you
also
tried it the first time with us anyway.
Well,
Oh,
she
no,
was
she's too nice
unsuccessful, so.
Very
Just a nice-
unsuccessful.
Now
You
hold
should be-
on.
What? Hold on. You
She
told
puts a
me-
finger right up at your lips and says, "Shush! The grown-ups are talking." This
Excuse
is
me, stop yelling.
This is a completely different situation. I want to see how much I can make them squirm. This has nothing to do with me trying to pass off as one of the Aloros. You can roll it inside her if you wish.
I'm going
would like-
for it!
Lisa is just too nice to be an assassin, though.
15. That's nice. Oh,
There's my
that's
5!
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
Let's fucking go, boys.
We're done. Jesus.
All right.
The people with the small modifiers are the ones that are getting
Okay,
Big
So-
high rolls.
all of
Hold
you.
on. Can Midnight get an insight on it?
Sure.
Damn, do explaining. DM explaining. This session, y'all suck at D&D. Get good. And
Tommy, please.
that's not fun.
Please, 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 please.
The more you beg.
No, you added.
Try us
No.
Wait, did that actually work?
Three out of 10.
Why did the decimal?
So,
Okay, I'm not going to question the
all of
decimal
you.
at the
Don't
moment.
question it. Don't question it.
all of you. She is literally just trying to make... considering all of you, outside of Lucius and Midnight, have encountered her when she's still trying to understand her own stride. She wants to get back into her own game. She wants to at least let somebody know that she is a big fuck you dragon that you should not mess with.
It's fair.
That's fair.
But she's a nice dragon.
So
She's
yes,
a nice dragon
she's
assassin.
she's literally not doing this to try to get a signet ring to pass off as an Oloro. She's only doing it just to make this one woman squirm.
The level of pettiness is great.
Mm-hmm.
This one person squirrel.
Not even trying to get the paladin squirm.
I'm really debating if I should do something right now.
Isar, you might be the third most petty person I've ever met.
Deal with it. If you don't want to give up that, she says, just kind of tapping at the ring. I do see something just strapped to your back, she says, just strumming at your koto. That I could also take.
All right, that's it. She's like, why? Why should I give you things that are precious to me when I'm just trying to figure out some information? This has gone far enough.
Roll an intimidation.
Oh no.
Please. High or low, I don't care. It's going to be awesome.
Either way, this is good.
We cleared the bot of bad rolls.
Purged.
Purged.
Next roll's gonna be a 1.
And Isar's going to roll like a 25.
It was
Nope.
pretty close.
19.
Oh.
And for that moment, you see the wind taken out of her sails.
She's like, wait, no. She just looks like this.
It is.
I can't believe that worked.
She's just taken aback. Takes a couple steps back when you yell at her.
Oh my god, I can't believe
This is
that
the
worked.
most amazing, useless circle we've ever had.
Oh my god. She goes over there and just pats Esau on the back. You tried. It's okay.
I am not letting go of this information without a price. Fine.
We'll figure it out some point or other.
Rex.
I understand you not letting the information go without a price, but I'm not giving you the two things that are precious to me.
Oh,
So
it's
try
saying
again.
one or the other.
No.
It's one or the other. Which one are you willing to let go of?
You know what?
Neither.
You are a threshold of information.
Neither.
But I'm not willing to give up what I have to find me answers when I can find them other ways.
Suit yourself.
Yeah. Ash, still wrapped in a blanket, lazily claps.
She just pinches the bridge of her nose.
Stick it to the man.
Well.
However,
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll give you my third most precious item, my flute.
If you hand it to her, she's gonna take a look at it.
She does.
He's going to get me.
Every single time we've done this. How?
This'll do. Count Grix. She hands it over to the kid. But guys, come on, you strum it. Manuskiaman.
She said flute, not loot.
Flute. Oh, hold up, actually. I don't get to pull out my flute very often. I'm gonna turn off noise suppression for that.
I require Tums.
Afraid.
Calcrich literally takes the flute and just goes. Like a kid with a new toy.
Take that out of my tools now.
Well, not out of your tools. You're still proficient with flutes. It's just out of your inventory.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I thought that was in my inventory. Okay.
Well, since it's not exactly what I wanted, I'm going to give you a little bit of information.
Fine.
If it
Little's
wasn't
better than none.
If it wasn't clear for you already, you are next in line to inherit the Alloro name.
Yeah, I knew that already.
Big.
Nice job.
Wait. That's the information?
No.
That's it. Well, that doesn't count. She already
No.
knew that.
She gave a bit of information there. It was like, wait, that's it. It's like, there's more.
You didn't let me finish. I paused.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Midnight's just listening.
I was just personally actually shocked.
Go ahead.
The other thing about you comes from your father.
Ooh.
And that is?
He was grooming you to be the next in line to be part of the Enron Collective.
Hold on. This is something I actually have to take notes of. What the hell is it called?
Enron Collective.
Collective.
Can you spell that for me?
I will direct you over to Allura Lore. Because it's in there. As a matter of fact, your father is one of the leading officials of that group. Head archaeologist and anthropologist. Lead artificer.
I thought it was a family of assassins.
That's my mother's side, not my father's, so oh my god.
And now I'm confused.
The fact that you're
we all
here and
are.
have no memory of who you are just makes this deliciously interesting.
What?
Thank you for the information. I am putting that in. Where?
Ash looks very
There's
awake
no
now.
note
Just slightly, just gloves is slightly sweating, wearing an Enron collective vest jacket, and is like,
I'm in danger.
She just lets out a very quick sigh, just, now I feel much better about myself. Okay. So, what brings you back to my forest? She says to the group.
monster, Miss Vilroy here is looking for. We're gonna put its head on a pike.
She
Big old stick.
She glares at Vilroy. Vilroy glares back. There's a nod between the two of them. They don't say anything.
Hello, buddy.
Apparently draconic. It has its own informal language. Yay.
Brother, I say
Yeah.
to buddy, say hello.
Oh, I'm supposed to introduce myself in this instance? I thought this was more of a conversation for all of you. Hello, I am Buddy. Isar just turns to look over at Crunch.
Hello.
The voices in your head are now external.
Dar.
Yeah.
You machines are weird. Calcrax! She says, looking over at her little brother, who's, as you weren't paying attention, Crunch, was numbing on your leg.
Midnight.
That's why I
looks
can
at
say
the
clear.
group
A little
that's not
fall.
talking to the dragon. And she's asked, do any of you guys know the Enron Collective?
Ash just brooding.
Huh?
Two of us know the Iron Collective.
I think I've heard of it.
They are a group of people. And
I mean-
is in the Allure report.
Have I heard of it, Cheeky? Do you know?
I'd say so. You've been in Neoground enough times to know what the Enron Collective is. They're a mercenary group.
They're a bunch of
Yeah.
scoundrels.
I was gonna say I would have known them more likely because of the other facet of them, but yeah.
There is that.
Sure.
The times that was
Yeah.
mentioned to you by Oroka Bakageta, and the few that inspected the Meyer Main Manor as you guys were cleaning it out.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, they did that. I forgot. Yeah, they did that part. The stuff with the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
The abs that
They kind of aren't doing great with the stuff with the thing because Syl's doing better at it.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
they're a group of people who will do just about anything for money.
General scoundrels and
Pieces of shit, if you ask me.
Great, and my
Somebody
father's
who
the
would-
head of them.
Imagine somebody who would take your loot, beat the shit out of you with it, and then when you get blood on their coat, they go basically wrench money out of your hands so they can pay for their dry cleaning.
And
Or
then take your
something like
coat.
that. Probably that.
Alright, so apparently I was being groomed to be a leader of that, and groomed to be a fucking leader of the assassins. Like,
Mass
And
confusion.
now you're a spoony bard.
well, honestly,
Career
I'm thinking
Career trajectory.
losing my memory might have been a good thing.
Good riddance.
you
Buddy,
one-
history lesson of the current realm.
So were you trying
you
to
know
say
Yeah.
something?
one at best. It's sad.
Ugh.
I heard you. Sorry.
If there's any more information that you guys could give me, that would be amazing. If not, then that's fine.
We're not even 3 days into our goddamn journey, Vilroy says finally. And we're
I
being-
know. And did
and
you
we're-
know about the Vilroy?
About the
I'm an
Enron
idiot.
Collective?
Yes.
Everybody knows who Mr. Noct is. The bastard
Yeah.
runs the joint.
And you didn't think it would be important to tell me this?
You didn't ask.
I
It's
did
true.
ask.
I didn't really want to tell you that. I just want to at least say that your father was knocked, and he didn't stop by a lot. Clearly you didn't pass initiation because you're here and have no memory.
You know what? I can't be angry at you. I can only be angry at myself for losing my fucking memory.
I don't think you had much of a choice. He insisted.
I think it's better that you lost it than to keep it.
I'm actually pretty much agreeing with you at this point. But I gotta figure out more because, you know, if I don't, then who the fuck knows what happen next.
Ah, blissful ignorance. I wish I could be that young.
I'm not
And
that
then he
young.
falls back asleep.
Oh, you're like 35. You're fine.
I'm
No, I'm not.
almost 40.
You're 40. You're fine.
I'm older than you.
Yes. Congratulations. Do you need a cookie, old man?
Yes.
Than most of you.
And a back brace. Getting there.
We'll get you
If
like
I
a
could-
wheelchair.
By the way,
Maybe you'll
thank you
carry
for
me.
the
Just carry
information.
me to every location instead of getting
I
kind of
appreciate
go
it.
on foot every time.
I'm having an external crisis now, but I appreciate the information.
Can you keep it internal?
Trying to sleep.
I'm
It's
trying to
8.
sleep. I'm trying to sleep. Can you keep it internal at least until, you know,
Can
I
you
don't
keep
know,
your
10
opinions
a.m.
internal?
10 a.m. ish?
Don't
Must
wake Papa.
suppress urge to cast
He
promise
literally
on
is said, "Can you
someone."
keep your opinions internal?"
Yeah.
Do the roar.
Here there are.
Jimmy, if you want to interact.
Oh my god.
Calcrix. While everyone else is taking a quick break. Yes, I've had lots of food. Thank you. I just wanted to let you know. I think we're good friends, but just between me and you, Isar's a bit of a grump and doesn't like to say that we're friends.
I'm trying
But
to. I tried to let her know that you good people, that you
Thank
like
you.
helping people, and that deserves calling friend. And I'm happy you think same. And he just like waddles up to you, Mr. Kent, and just like wraps his hands around your around you, trying not to choke your neck, obviously because you're more neck than anything.
This little kid is melting my goddamn heart. Oh,
Thank you. I appreciate it. And Isar, she's just a bit of a grump. She'll get the hang of it though, and I give him a bit of a hug back.
It's okay.
If you
Sis likes you guys too. She does not like saying it though.
if you want her to say it,
Oh,
try calling her a grump. And she'll probably see it.
Sister. Grump. What? Grumpy. Arsene, what did you teach him?
I taught him that I just told him that we were friends, and
So-
on my
Do you have any popcorn by chance? This is adorable.
Oh, it's so cute.
I will remember that, he says in Draconic to you, Mr. Kent. Maybe that will help.
Yeah. I'm sure it will help. And I pat him on the head and give him a little bit of a hug.
He will hug back, and very happy. He just kind of walls back over to his big sister. Well, since all of you are just traveling, Isar says, just stick to the roads.
Like to spend the night here in the woods with us?
Microphone. Over?
I have to
Pardon?
take Calcrix back over to the Citadel so he can sleep.
Okay.
Bye bye, Calgrix.
Oh, I meant to ask. Do you happen to have something like this in your hoard? And I hold up the sending stone.
No. I?
Okay. Not everyone has one. I was just, checking to see if you did, because you seem to have a lot of things.
No, I don't have. What are? I'm gonna have her roll something real quick. I know what that is. What are you insinuating?
If you ever needed to get in contact with us, it might be easier than having to fly around looking for us.
I'd like to fly though, and just kind of rubs
Well,
the back of her ears. I'll give it some thought. Just stay safe, okay?
Okay. You as well, though. I know that there's a lot of people who wouldn't be super happy to find a dragon in their backyard. I'm sure it's nothing, but just be safe. Be safe, okay?
Well, we'd love to have a dragon in our backyard.
Also, thank you again for the information.
Thank you for relinquishing something precious to you.
It's not going to happen all the time.
I don't count on it, especially since you showed your teeth.
What a lovely Gordian.
She whispers something. Can I DM it to you, Caleb?
Sure.
To Isar, as everyone's saying their goodbyes, I'll just in Draconic say, I hope Calcrix can keep you in line now, and give her a big wink.
Arsarin, why?
She doesn't know why, but this just comes out of her mouth. She whispered this, and she doesn't understand. Like, after she says it, she doesn't understand why she said it, but she did.
Of course.
Huh?
She heard you. Of course you haven't shown your colors.
When you take the secret route in your dating sim.
You see their form just immediately starts to shapeshift as their wings just kind of come back and just unfurl out as their dragon forms return. They push themselves up with the thrust of their wings, and they go back up into the sky, leaving for the night. That took longer than I had anticipated, but this was a very fun moment for Lucius and Midnight to be introduced to the resident dragons.
It's gonna be funny if we run into her again, because she still doesn't know my name.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna learn your names, and then never ask you your name.
She asked.
Oh, did she?
I didn't get a chance to tell her.
Oh, no.
Would you like to recto-actively tell her? Or do you want to keep it as this?
I'm gonna keep it as this.
Got it.
She asked for the name, and then you're just like, should I tell you? And then she's just gone. You're like, oh,
just
never know.
What's your name? No. It's interesting to meet you. No.
I'm just trying not to speak over everyone.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then after the question, everyone started talking.
I just want to make sure everybody gets heard. So, with that out of the way, Most of the travel goes uneventful. Every once in a while you do see the silhouette just very far off in the distance of Isar just kind of flying in the sky, just kind of keeping an eye since you are in the Evergreen Alliance. But as soon as you get further away from her perimeter, you stop seeing her. However, as closer you guys get to the capital, you start to see buildings. The Evergreen Alliance is known to use the trees themselves as the buildings that they house and reside themselves into. This one, it looks like if somebody took a castle and a really huge oak tree and turned it into one whole building. Kind of uplifted out of the ground, but that, you can tell, is probably... It is a good distance away, but you can see it from where you are, just kind of poking out from the tree lines. That's the capital.
Alright, so here's an interesting question. Is that going to trigger any memories?
History check, I guess?
Okay.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
You know, why not roll low again?
Your DC would be lower, Ash, since you live here. You've lived here. 12. Hey.
That's actually a pretty decent roll there.
Hey,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very weird for you to be this close to the capital, but there are towns that kind of live on the sides of it, but definitely considered part of it in some instances when you're trying to go to one place or the other inside it. The same thing happened with... A similar situation has happened with Dramora's Gate. Your village wasn't technically part of it, but it was lumped together with it.
Mm.
As for the 12...
Oh boy.
Getting strange vivid images of the interior of the place. You definitely remember seeing very faintly an elf woman, much, much older than any elf you have ever seen, dressed in an outfit that seems to represent at least spring to fall. But outside of that, you don't know who she is or what importance she has.
Would she feel drawn to go to the capital at any time?
Not at this very instance.
Okay.
It's an uncanny fondness you're getting.
Hmm.
The village, on the other hand, that you guys are getting to, seems broken. It is definitely a traditional evergreen village. The buildings are within the trees themselves, but a lot of the...
Can I roll a history on the village? I rolled one on the capital. Can I roll one on the village?
I guess.
Huh?
Vilroy, by this point, is not leading the group, as she is more or less making her way from the front of the group to the middle and slowly taking up the rear.
Did you say yes, I could roll a history on the village?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, you did. But a lot of the villagers at the current moment, fuzzy. Very, very fuzzy. The people here seem, well, they're living, definitely, but they definitely seem like they've lost the will, if you will, to keep going, as everyone seems to be just kind of depressed that you see kind of walking around. And most of the people you see here are elves and fairbolgs.
Place is fuzzy in my memories, but...
It's not in mine. Oh god, why did I agree to this?
Hey, wasn't it your idea?
It is.
Hey. You agreed to this because you're about ready to fight your demons. And I'm gonna help you along the way.
I agreed to meet somebody here in this town that could lead us in the right direction. I was not expecting this.
Still?
Look.
So
I stand by what I say, but what I mean. I'm here to help either way. Okay?
What's going on?
Whether it's to help you get through this, or fight a demon, or whatever the hell, other, whatever. Okay? So quit acting like you're alone, because you're not. Just because I don't remember doesn't mean that I'm going to let you be alone.
Go ahead, Foxos.
Syl, can you go check up on Vilroy? They're lagging behind again.
Sure. Zill's like pretty engulfed in like her mechanics, but you just see her kind of slow her pace as she goes back.
Oh my god.
You can get back to your tinkering when you're done, but we need to make sure that she's keeping pace with us.
It's not just Vilroy who's behind, it's Midnight too. She's talking to Vilroy.
My statement remains unchanged.
Syl will like move to the back of the pack. She doesn't stop tinkering. She's like, you guys are slowing down. We have a thing to do. She then just doesn't stick around and moves back to the front.
I did it. I'm moving.
Smooth, Syl, real smooth.
Syl shrugs. She doesn't really seem to be like all the way she doesn't seem to be fully herself. Like she definitely looks a bit more irritable than normal, and she's just kind of coping with it by.
She's in the forest with no machines.
You?
She's having a meltdown.
I'm with Tap on this one. You okay, Syl? You look like somebody's interrupted you one too many times.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Insight.
Vilroy's also going to insight, actually.
May I insight?
Can I do it too? Just have fun? Oh!
We hate it.
Wait.
Let's see. What did Vilroy get? Intelligence not that high. Well, you beat Vilroy in your deception. She rolled a 5.
Vilroy just happens to be focused on other things.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we're sort of just staring at her like,
I sort of slink into big sister mode. I kind of lean over in front of Syl to her forward path, and I'm like, Syl, what's wrong?
Syl just sighs for a moment and just like tucks the Vex arm underneath her hand and like a screwdriver in her, just like wipes her face for a moment, just like. Why are we all okay with what's happening?
Midnight looks
Which
at her
part?
too. Vilroy, I know something's going on.
Just let them talk. Let them talk.
Okay, like we got an assassin mafia amnesiac to join our party of a magic time warforged, my celestial sister who pacted with the mace of her fearless leader, who just happens to have their soul sold to the Raven Queen. We're building upon all this almost cosmic shit, and we're kind of just being fine with it.
I mean, what can you do?
I ask questions all the time, but you can see how occasionally I don't really get answers.
Welcome to the life of an adventurer, Vilroy says.
Oh, it just kind of lets out this.
Friend. He goes over there. He pets like friends in strange places. Also,
dragons.
Fearless leader. I'm flattered. I can't believe you said that about me. I'm flattered.
You're hamming it up a bit too much right now.
No, but who says this about me?
Hey,
Syl is officially my new favorite.
I
I
know.
went into the water to fight a dragon literally like a week ago.
It's fine.
Or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
2
almost
weeks
a
ago.
month. Jesus.
It's been a
It's fine.
it's just
I just bleeding a little bit. It's fine.
Hey,
so,
You just think that our system is based off of unreliable foundation.
it's not so much unreliable foundation.
It's
What am I
move.
supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Well, think of it like this. You have an arm that so far has done more damage than I think many people would expect. You keep tinkering and making items and discoveries that no person I've ever met, even some of the smartest Vidaltians I've ever had the honor of working with,
No
you make
offense,
them look
Tap.
like they're... You make them look like they're standing still. You went toe-to-toe with a dragon with an umbrella, and you came out nearly unharmed.
In
I think you
umbrella.
are selling yourself and your ability short. Yeah, we have boons, but they're only as good as the user. You are making your own boon.
That's what I have to do. I can't stop. I'm surrounded by you all, doing the most ridiculous things.
What would you rather be doing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'd give Syl a hug.
So give like a one-handed hug because the other hand's still stuffed with like equipment.
And it's up with an umbrella.
You fought a dragon with an umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass.
I just realized he doesn't know that.
Yeah, there was a lot of strange stuff going on that day.
Hey,
Oh my lord.
Strange
An
stuff.
umbrella.
Uh-huh.
hey. If no one else has said it to you yet, we do appreciate what you do. And we're happy to have you amongst this team. And I wouldn't be standing straight if it wasn't for your help. So, I understand that things are going so crazy that your point of direction seems a bit lost, but you're around people who are going to make your life very interesting. And that can be both good and bad. The best
You
thing you
got
can
your-
do is roll with it.
You got your new arms, for instance, for helping Crunch. You wouldn't have gotten that by just sitting in the workshop all day.
You're right.
One step at a time. But, also, thank you for coming out here with me. Yeah, it means a lot that all of you are here. It really does. Okay, I gotta go meet my contact.
Who knows? We might even find some new things for you to tinker around with.
Those arms that they found?
I was referring to whatever or wherever Vilroy was leading us. There's bound to be something that maybe somebody hasn't touched for a few centuries. Ripe for the artificer.
But is there anything nearby?
I don't know. I'm mostly trying to make sure we haven't been attacked by wolves, honestly.
No, seriously, I'm asking Buddy. Like, Buddy, do you detect anything from the era that we're from?
Analysis. The trees are definitely growing quite nicely. I was not expecting this. Where are we again?
Show me on the map, Caleb. Show me on the map.
I moved everybody's tokens on the map.
Ah!
Oh, I am not on roll 21
Me?
or roll 20. Whoops. Does it still show me that I'm part of it, or like I'm still in it right now?
Actually,
No.
no. For
we
No, you are actually like,
the first time in like a month.
yeah we celebrated at the end of the last game.
I never left.
You finally logged out for the first time
probably
in
logged out the first time since you logged
For
in.
the first
Yeah,
time in forever.
Well, I guess I'm gonna make sure that that doesn't happen again.
I think if you just exit out of the tab, it logs you out. But
Zilla's gonna just take a deep
I point to the point on the map for Buddy.
Josh.
and then just put the arm
Okay.
away.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sil.
So I was just gonna take a cleansing deep breath and then just put the arm away and her tinkering stuff back into her bag.
Vilroy gives you a pat on the shoulder.
You're one of a kind, so don't let anyone tell you otherwise. No god, no deities, nothing.
Yeah, and we live in a world that's messed around with the gods on a daily. They have a storm for that! Can you believe that? Fuck.
Oh, I spent 24 years doing the most mundane tinkering. And then this.
Stretch out your arms a little. Expand!
some people spend 100 years doing mundane tinkering and don't even see a dragon.
I need to stop stalling and try to find the guy that I'm looking for. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Ah!
I think he's past the sausage place. The sausage
Okay,
store.
Glade Haven does not have a sausage place. They do have a meadery, but that's different.
Thank God, they're not all vegetarian.
Oh god, no. Not all... They prefer to eat animals that died normally. Instead of, hacked up, killed, and poached. But that's what you expect from the Evergreen. Anyway. I don't know where they
Her
are.
best of roadkill.
Yeah. If anybody would like to help Vilroy, she rolled a natural 1 on her investigation.
Yep, I'll do it.
My God.
Still
You know
get
what?
arms and all.
I haven't done too many rolls. Let's do it. Mr. Kent
What?
for investigation.
Alright, Mr.
What
Kent.
are we rolling?
I just said I was gonna do it. Aw. Alright.
You've had a
What are
lot
we
of
rolling
rolls.
again?
12. Okay.
Better than I thought.
What are
You
we
kinda-
rolling?
Hold on.
Oh. Never mind.
Why is it a negative one?
Because he's not smart.
With your help, Mr. Grant, you were able to at least kind of get her bearings, trying to remember this place. This entire time, you can tell that she's shaking a little bit. But she inevitably does remember where she's supposed to go, and I think this is the first time that all of you actually have started walking up into tree buildings. So you're going off of the ground floor and into, well, onto bridges that connect to each other.
For once, we're not going in the air. For once, we're not going in the ground. We're going in the air.
If only we were going into the fire, so that way your hair could always be perpetually going.
Yes.
Eventually, Vilroy takes the group to this, well, probably, of all places, another tavern and inn. But in
Looks
this
like
case,
the
it's not
Kirby.
to be inside, as she stops in front of this half-elf individual. More or less, considering the makeup of the Evergreen Alliance, this man is half-elf, half-furbolg. So he's a very hairy individual.
Hello.
Would Midnight know them?
Not really.
Are they from here?
Are you the hunter? I'm one of them. What's it to you? Vilroy? Ah. And who are all of these?
Friends.
Acquaintances.
We're the Artisans of Ember.
Would you look at this card?
Yeah.
Who?
A friend.
Associate.
I guess we'll take a business card.
I hand them a business card.
You'll take it, look at it for like 2 seconds, and then put away.
How dare.
This man is dressed like in piecemeal armor. It's more padded leathers and leathers than anything else, but he looks like he's hunts big game.
Our business cards make sound now? Wow!
Shut! My phone is on silent now.
I am leaving that in the recording.
He takes a business card.
No!
Dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's fine.
Good job.
So, you plan on killing yourself an urban legend. It will be easy. Especially considering it's got some following now. Okay, you didn't tell me that when I first talked to you. Oh, I didn't. Even though it's been happening for years? These monsters have been coming by our town lately and ransacking the place. To the point where now we actually have to make sure to give up some little bit of meat, gold, or any other monetary gain just to make sure they don't kill us. This is new. This is really new. I thought it was just going to be... It's not just the beast? Oh no, they praise the beast. I've never seen it in person, but... These gnoll-like monsters, and this strange green human. I could lead you to where they possibly could be. You'd be doing us all a favor if you knocked them out.
Would help lighten the mood. Everybody seems to turn it down around here.
We had to give up livestock, gold, produce, and even people just to make sure they didn't actually burn this place to the ground.
People.
He nods.
Fearless leader.
This has my full attention now.
Probably could have asked that for you. What are we doing? Are we just leaving Vilroy to do this by her lonesome, or are we tagging along?
This is more than I signed up for.
I mean, obviously we're tagging along. We already came all the way here.
Thank God.
I would personally be disappointed if we came all the way here and didn't do anything
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Alright, there. Do I just call you Hunter, or... That's fine for now. Lead the way. Alright. About a good portion of the day starts to pass on. It was originally about the start of the afternoon when you guys arrived there. It is now starting to get late into the day as you guys arrive to this mound. It's not necessarily a cave, as the Evergreen doesn't have much of natural forming rocks. Just scattered around. No mountains to make caves, but it's definitely a large enough mound that you can definitely see something burrowed in. There you will find those fucking wretched creatures. I wish you the best of luck, all of you. Yeah,
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I would say thank you. I'm sure we're going to need a little bit of extra luck for whatever these things are.
He just nods and goes back the way he came. All of you are now at the entrance of the lair of the Bane of the Forest. Vilroy is petrified where she stands.
You know, I'm just thinking about this now. It would have been a really good idea to bring our medical on.
This is where it happened. This is... Oh no. Okay, well... This is your show now. What's the marching order for you guys anyway?
Do we want to do this like with the orc stronghold?
Yeah.
I don't know how well that'll go, but
Vilroy, okay.
What order?
three of us can.
What's the marching order? I would like to know.
Isn't it most of the time Crunch and Foxgloves in the front, and then me and
Perfect.
Syl in the middle, and then Tap and Kent in the back? Is that how we did it?
You have me in as well?
Yeah, I'm saying that's how we did in the orc
Yeah.
place.
Oh.
I'd say Midnight in the middle as well, with me and Foxgloves, and then Lucius can hang out in the back with Tap and Kent.
I'm gonna make.
How wide does the?
Considering I do not have a proper token for Lucius just yet, what color do you want your token to be?
We get a map. I forgot.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you, Jimmy. What color do you want your token to be for the time being?
Do you see the color that my ring is?
Oh, like the purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Caleb.
What's up?
Quick question. Would calm emotions work on Vilroy right now?
Roll an insight.
Does Lucius look kind of like this?
I did a sketch if you'd like to see.
Hey, I still need to
11.
do mine.
Show us the art. Oh.
It's not like what he looks like, per se, but it was my interpretation of what he looks like.
Right.
It's just a headshot, but it's imagine this dude with just nothing but muscle below the neck, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Caleb, 11.
He's like I am. I imagine that head and then just like Johnny Bravo below it, you know?
Oh god.
Amazing.
Oh god.
Nah.
My name is Glory Bravo.
No. That's ridiculous.
And then you said, but like realistic proportions, and then I was like, yeah, but like I can't stop imagining this. Now. This is just what it is in my head. And then you were like, and then you said like the upturned horns, and I'm like, wow, it really is just Johnny Bravo's head shape.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm done.
Midnight, she's definitely disturbed by something, but you
that
can't
didn't help.
exactly get the biggest read on her as she's more or less just shaking her head.
Okay, but that didn't answer my question.
She rolled higher than your insight.
Question.
Answer.
My question was, would calm emotions work on her or not?
She seems fine, is what I was trying to gather.
Okay. That would have been nice if you just said that.
Given prior knowledge as a Marine and such, would I know this emotion?
Yes, actually. You feel that every time that you go into battle.
Midnight puts a hand on the back of Vera's. Puts a hand on Vera's back. Fuck.
Vilroy.
Vilroy. Sorry, I'm tired.
When you try, she just takes a side step away from you.
I'm sorry. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
Is Vilroy gonna join us in combat?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Puts back her hand, and she just looks at her.
Perfect.
Vilroy,
Before midnight walks off.
get your sword ready. We're going into a nightmare, and last time I checked, you had some of them to vanquish, right?
Yes. All right. I'm going to reveal the map to all of you.
Yeah. A few hours later.
Sorry for the size of the map. It's not as big as you think.
No, never.
It is-
How big is it? Oh, dear Jesus.
And
I found me.
Cheeky. It's not about the size of the map. It's how you use it.
yeah,
You're using this one really well.
yes.
I just to pull away from the screen for a little bit. The map I made is actually not big as the grid that I'm using. I just wanted to make sure I had enough space.
No, that's fair. That usually happens.
Fair.
Question:
Answer.
Am I supposed to be able to move my?
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me. Controlled by.
Let me grab it.
I will also just mention, I found some temporary art, or we could use Jammy's sketch as like a temporary thing.
That is possible. As I said before, I'm going to be ad-libbing these rooms just a little bit.
Yeah,
This-
not pre-generated. Excited.
As you're entering in, this place seems well dug out, actually. As it definitely starts to give this feel of a cave when you kind of look inside the look through the entrance. Going further into this location, you see that there is more of a hall that people seem to gather, and you do see what seems to be maybe a chair in that area. But off to the right and the left of all of you, you do see hallways that lead down. In your case, for this area, it seems like some form of mold seems to be growing off in that direction. But with everybody's passive perceptions, you definitely see that whoever is living here left some very obvious traps down this hall. Now, I'm going to start revealing more of the area.
I can't find the actual map. I'm
Is it
lost.
dark?
It's far left side about the middle. If you zoom out a
okay.
bunch, you can like.
I got it.
I have a question. So it's dark right now?
Kind of.
On a scale of 1 to dark, how is it?
Well, creatures with dark vision are not going to be too deterred.
It's having dark vision.
You know
Ari,
what?
do you still have the light cantrip, or am I thinking of a different character?
Nope, that's me. I've got something. Give me a
Alright,
second.
Vision for the win.
Still,
Light as well.
still also
I've got
has it, yeah.
dancing light for a cantrip.
I'm gonna hold up a torch. Can somebody cast light on it?
So
The-
cast light on the torch.
Midnight
Thank you.
cast dancing lights.
And still
midnight,
can
let there
cast
be
light.
light.
The cantrip.
Huh? Or sorry,
There's-
it's a cantrip, so like I could just make it happen.
Okay,
Still has
Fucking
light,
don't know
which
how
is
cantrips
a
work.
cantrip. And then
So-
it,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Syl is casting light on the torch. You are casting dancing lights, which more or less just makes motes of light.
Dear.
Blinded by the light.
I'm gonna hit you with this light stick.
Why?
That terrible, terrible joke.
Oh, what joke? I'm so confused.
Blinded by the light.
I was only wanting the one light source. I did not mean to light up the entire gosh darn face with lights.
The whole place isn't lit up.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah, the ruler. You'll have a lot of fun playing around with that and learning how it works.
Meanwhile, Diesel, the undisputed queen of making designs that's lied the entire game.
Yeah.
How often can cantrips be used?
As much as you
They're
want.
based off of your casting time, so you can use them infinitely, but you have
Yeah.
to spend an action for most of them.
If you're in combat, out of combat, you could just basically do it whenever.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of bard spell list.
And they don't consume a spell slot when cast in combat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, they're free spells.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. If you have a cantrip that does damage, well, there you go. It does damage.
Oh, I don't know if she does. Where the fuck is...
You might have Vicious Mockery.
Nope. I've got Minor Illusion.
I am a big fan of Minor Illusion.
Minor
Are you
illusion
really?
is underused. Okay,
Yes.
so
You might have to teach me later on how to use that one properly then.
I'm back.
I've never actually
Welcome
played a bard to use Minor Illusion.
There's a hallway to the south, a hallway to the north, and, well, a bigger room to the east.
If anybody can't see in the dark normally, stick to me.
That'll
Cap
be
is gonna
fine.
get closer to Foxgloves then.
Oh, right.
Ash is gonna stay in the back again.
I'm gonna add an aura. What is the light's radius again?
20.
Which one?
I believe it's 20.
And
Cantrip.
how much more in dim light?
20
And
foot
I am
bright,
free to
20 foot
talk once more.
20
ahead.
foot bright, 20 foot dim. The dancing lights,
is 120 feet.
that's
It can
how
go-
it's range.
That's how
That's
far
the
it can
range
go.
that you can.
Range,
Yeah.
yeah.
Each
Yeah.
light sheds a 10-foot dim
And
light
there's
in its
up to
radius.
4.
20 foot bright, 20 foot dim, yep.
There you go.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
4.
And dancing light only does 10-foot dim, but you have 4 of them.
There you
But
go.
Ari's like cantrip does
Jesus,
20,
I'm
20.
bright!
Yeah.
Well, no one ever said that you were dim.
Knock knock. Anybody home?
Feet of dim light for dancing
Yeah.
lights. But you can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot.
Correct. And I can also combine all 4 lights to make a humanized form of a glow.
Humanoid form can be condensed down to 4 shapes, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how. I mean, have you ever met a barbarian before?
I haven't.
But the
Waddle,
each
waddle,
individual
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a soda.
the individual orbs can only be 20 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
I have my.
Yep.
I'll let you guys strategize for a quick second. I'm going to grab something real quick.
Is Caleb back?
I'm right here.
Okay, Caleb.
It's-
I need you to take over midnight. I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Midnight
No
will
problem.
take a nap in the entrance.
No,
has
she will
narcolepsy.
not.
And like that, Midnight passes out. I'm kidding. I am fucking kidding.
Oh, okay.
Caleb.
She gets wrapped in Ash's blanket and then takes a nap. Ash has a magic blanket that as soon as it's wrapped around anything, it makes him fall asleep.
Do we have
Suddenly,
a
Makes
Makes
them
sense.
have
Yeah, but
disadvantage
wasn't
on
this
pretty much.
message?
Makes them
Midnight?
have
Okay.
disadvantage on.
All right.
It makes them have disadvantage on pretty much any charisma roll against a dragon.
Christ, no. She rolled an intimidation that fucking blew my mind.
All right. I will have a discernful eye on Midnight's character.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
I think
Sleep
you know how
well.
to play her already, Caleb.
Boy,
Be confused.
Bye bye.
I'm always confused.
I would like to go forward and look at the chair very hard. Because I think it's very cool.
It
My
looks
bottom
like a
lip
neat
is
chair.
swollen from the wasabi.
No.
What?
Hopefully I'm not allergic.
Oh no.
It's probably just swollen because of it's hot.
Yeah.
So now that I have to commandeer such individual, I'm going to find some proper ambience, and we will try to go through as much as we can.
Yes.
Yeah, because she does have at least one fair point, which was it is getting slightly late into the night.
Yeah, and I'm only going... I will not go past midnight. Once it hits midnight. that's where
Wait
we
a
stop
second.
normally.
I thought
We're
we
gonna
agreed that
hit midnight.
wouldn't be
We're
attacked.
gonna beat up midnight?
We're gonna beat the fuck out of midnight.
Ha! Ha ha!
And
I think you might have called your cutoff time a bit too early, friend.
No, to be fair, she did name herself Midnight. It's bound to happen that we make jokes about the name.
for our lovely friend Jimmy, I guess for everyone else, I made a design to kind of explain how Syl's umbrella works.
Ooh!
Hey,
I
seriously, I
remember
want to
you
see
talking
this.
about that like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like years ago. It's so
Oh,
small.
you made it in pixel art!
What is this?
That's so cute.
I didn't realize how tiny it was, but I was
It's-
trying pixel art.
I
Spring-loaded
like to
handle.
imagine.
Oh, that's so
Sorry.
cool!
I like to imagine this is to scale, and it's just like you got like one of those drink umbrellas that you just pull out.
Yeah.
Spring-loaded handle core, with a finger trigger in the handle. Metal wedges with a fold in the plate. Lays over each other in a twisting motion. No, when fully opened, they lock into plate. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Like I remember you coming
the
up
storm
with this,
chasers would use.
I remember you coming up with this idea like at least a year or two ago, I think.
Yeah, and I was denied to use my umbrella shield idea for a one-off, and I was like, but wait, no, I can actually design it.
Careful, we might have found the person who created the Umbrella Academy.
Just as long as it's not the Umbrella Corporation.
True.
We do
got me
not
there.
need, we do not need Syl to partner up with Oroka Bakaketa, okay?
I thought you were going to say with Albert Wester.
That's later down the line.
With either of them.
And that one's definitely happening.
The 2021 Halloween one shot, everybody. You heard it here first.
Yeah, this'll do. Okay.
Also mentioned, I've just been listening to ambient black metal music while in the interim.
Doo 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 doo.
Oh, it's big.
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 I kind of just took
Oh, that's so much bigger.
It's not better, but it's bigger.
Yeah, it is clearer to read at least.
Maybe not this one. I'm trying to find something that's a little more fitting with it. Ah, there we go.
I'm back.
Hi.
In black.
Do, 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 do.
I'm black.
In black. In black.
I don't know how he can do his voice like that for like such a long time.
My dad can do it amazing, but that's because he's a dad.
Back in black.
But will you rub off some of it onto you, given that you're playing a dad?
I hope so.
I'm a dad in training. I do puns on the fly. I mean, I did a dad joke as Isar earlier, just with Lucius saying, "I am very confused." Isar immediately replied with, "Hello, I'm very confused. I'm Isar."
I noticed that. It did not go unappreciated.
Yeah.
It just made him more confused.
There we go. All right, where are you guys going?
I vote forward.
All right.
I would also like to see the chair.
The chair's got more to it than just that.
Then just chair.
Ow.
For the
I was
record,
hooked on the. I was hooked.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I was. You had me at just chair. It's more than just chair. Wow.
It spins.
Oh, it spins. Yes.
Oh my god! Da, 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 da,
The chair spins. Bananas. Rotate. Banana.
I'll
Cool.
I'll
Rotate
move
faster.
over here so the light's a bit more evenly distributed.
Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. I'm actually going to be focusing more on Vilroy than I am going to be focusing on Midnight's characters, so...
I can only imagine why.
Anyway,
we can.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say she can just sort of stay there because, as far as I know, you don't have her full character sheet, and it's a lot to try to run another character on top of monsters and an NPC.
Yeah.
So she can stay protected.
My God, there's a lot of gold in here.
So
Let the
This-
DM.
this place seems to be more or less paved out and not necessarily got any real furnishings. That stone throne seems very, very crude, and it even seems to have wall to ceiling, floor to ceiling kind of pillars, kind of to keep this place stable. This definitely looks like some of the offerings that the half-elf was talking about earlier. Kind of strewn around on the floor in the area. Various items. Some gold, some coppers, silvers, even a few trinkets.
Money.
I smell pennies!
I smell pennies. I smell pennies.
I started it, and I'm okay with it.
I
don't know what this is a
smell pickles.
Like gold.
So, aside from that, this room is actually kind of empty.
Oh,
I'm gonna be periodically going mute and unmute because I'm eating right now.
I hear you.
Or you don't.
Investigation on chair? Go ahead and roll an investigation.
I did. I just did. That was
Natural
my 20.
natural before she said anything. Yeah, all of our luck isn't gone.
And it's on the fucking chair that probably has nothing to do with it.
The chair doesn't seem to have much interest to you. However, the wall behind the chair does strike you as weird.
I knew there was something.
Thank you so much.
With a natural 20,
Never just have a random chair like that without there being some sort of secret nearby.
there seems to be just the finest line of like a door frame to this area.
Can I lodge my quarterstaff between it?
Oh, it's too thin.
Oh.
I have a spear. Can I lodge that between that?
Roll to hit.
Guys, Ash is tugging another wall. Should we?
I have forgotten how to roll to hit. I'm too baby for this. Hold on. Is it 1D?
1d20 plus your strength
So nothing.
and proficiency.
That is a 20. You didn't roll a d20.
Yeah. I'm too excited.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I got. Okay. This is not a job for me. Crunch.
Yes.
Well,
You
you
want me to
try
do something?
to. You wedge it in there. You can't get it out.
I got it stuck.
You got something stuck.
There's a door, I think, here. I got it stuck.
What do I roll?
Roll to hit, or you could try to use an athletics with the already existing spear in it.
I'm gonna use my greatsword.
Oh, okay.
Like, I got it stuck.
But yeah, at least you found it, Diesel.
Does a 14 work?
You bring your sword into it. Ding, 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 ding. Where are you exactly hitting? Are you trying to go for the door frame that has been pointed out to you, or?
Yes.
Okay. In what motion are you trying to move this door?
To the right.
Roll your damage.
Ooh. I just fucking break it. Brute force, bitch. Brute strike, bitch.
You know what's going to be good when the DM starts asking specific questions? He's like, "What phase was the moon the night you were born?"
12.
Are you the seventh son of the
Later.
seventh son?
Hilariously, because of some of the stuff I've done in my campaign, the phase of the moon actually has mattered at more than one time.
Now I'm regretting being in your campaign, I swear to God.
High or low?
Low.
Also, Crunch, did you want to move on the map?
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
sort of
Just
swing it
just
in there.
asking.
So
Move your
I'm going to
heckin'
move
token,
you out of
or
the
you get
way
bonked.
so you can be about here. And you
Just sit on the
you
throne.
bring it in and just jabbing it and trying to wrench it over to the side. The spear falls out.
Yay! Get your spear back.
Yay!
Yay!
You
Well, that's
also
good.
kind of break the door in the process. You can see in, but you're going to need to try to move this a little more to actually go inside, because this is not necessarily a door as it is a portcullis.
Time to level up to my name even further.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna help.
You're going to give the
Portal.
big man an advantage.
Oh!
Portcullis is basically a door.
the
The
gates that you
gate
see
at a
in, like,
drawbridge.
yeah, in like every fantasy trope thing.
Yes, I've seen a lot of Merlin,
It's a sliding door.
but up.
Yeah.
It slides up.
So,
Oh.
so you're gonna crunch it down there, buddy?
Yep.
Okay.
Brute force, bitch.
I guess we're gonna have to roll more damage. Oh boy.
Okay, so you're doing this with advantage because Lucius is helping you.
Much better.
Yay!
Fine. Okay.
Yay!
So you're going to break the door. Okay. Roll your damage to break the door.
Much better.
I like it's just Ash sitting in the fucking chair, like, hi, how are you?
Okay, so plus 5 more.
Okay.
13.
So you bring it down, and whatever mechanisms was holding this thing up is now snapped. The door falls, and you see the room behind it. Is Syl back?
Syl back.
Yeah, I got back just a minute ago.
Okay. Okay.
In the middle, all the
I was
rolls.
not expecting you guys to find this room so quickly. Natural 20 be damned.
To be fair,
I'm gonna go get more drink while we wait.
to be fair, you gave you pointed out a room that had a chair, and Ash's ADD just was like
Yes.
chair.
Hyper-fixate. Immediately lock on.
If I fit, I sit.
A target acquired. Chair.
This
Well,
place,
shit.
This place looks well furnished. The flooring on it seems paved, if not still a little bit dirty, but definitely seems lived in, or at least used to. There's a small, thin layer of dust kind of collecting on the desk. The chests by the bed seem like they haven't been used in a while, and the bed, it's tidy. Even though they probably have left, whoever was living here made sure to keep it clean.
Organized crime.
DM, for reference, can you indicate on the map or click to where this opening would be?
Boom. Okay. Doom, 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 doom.
Okay. I'm going to waddle over to allow some light into the chamber.
I'm just gonna do that just to make it a little bit easy.
Danke.
I'm gonna drag Tap. And I'm gonna drag Vilroy.
Also, Foxglove, you should leave the waddling to the goose.
You stealing his thunder.
Stealing my thunder. Exactly, Ari.
You win.
Waddling
Street.
Waddling intensifies.
Okay, so you found that little area.
I feel anew. Refreshed. Replenished.
I'm curious as to what you guys are planning on doing.
Goodness.
Sorry.
Hug you. Do it.
Okay, so who's? Oh, okay.
Let's go. I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. Is anybody else entering into this room?
Before I go into the room, Syl, are you good with figuring out if things are poisoned?
I can't say I have expertise in it, but I feel like I could do all right. Potentially.
I'll go over, pick up a gold coin, and toss it to Syl.
Okay. You've been tossed a gold
Just to
coin.
see- Yeah.
Oh,
Is it trapped?
boy.
It is a gold coin.
Hello.
Hello.
So, or at least
Ashes.
this gold coin in particular.
Oh, all these piles will probably be safe then.
21 to investigate that. Oh.
Now I'm gonna get really shitty rolls whenever we're gonna get attacked by something.
Maniacal
Please.
DM laughter intensifies.
Yeah.
Please.
You found something.
I found something. Of course I found something. It's
That
21.
that desk hasn't been entirely perturbed in a while. It's much like the bed. It is also very tidy. But there is a journal.
More books for Ash to keep. More books.
And I already wrote in it ahead of time.
Yay! I don't have to wildly type everything out very loudly.
If you would like to, if you want me to read this out loud, I will. But I'm going to give you this to look at.
DM.
No, it's in Roll20 actually.
Oh,
Aha!
It's in the tab. It's in the folder for Evergreen Alliance. It is called Artificer's Journal.
Quick, someone read it.
Quickly read it.
Hold on. Artificer's Journal. This is incredibly used in roleplay. The writing is tiny and to the point. Several pages seem to be missing, but from what there is, there's readable entries. I don't think I'm going to read this out loud because I think other people want to do other things.
Would you like for all of me? Would all of you like for me to read this out loud then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Are we pretending that Ash is reading this then?
Sure.
Should I do it then?
Well,
You're the one who found it, it's why I asked.
You're, aside from your Eyes of the Runekeeper, you're probably the only one who can read Goblin.
Oh, I
can
actually
read
know
Goblin.
Goblin, actually. No, I know Goblin in the first place. This is
Punch
amazing.
those goblin.
Crunch those
Finally.
Goblin?
Yeah.
I bet I
This
don't know
is
Goblin, but I'm gonna
amazing.
check anyways.
Finally.
Number 20, August.
You guys bullied me into learning goblin. It's like, this sucks. And it's like, finally, it's like,
So would you...
Cheeky is the only one that uses Goblin in
Hi.
his campaigns.
I am the cheeky Goblin.
Yes.
So would you like me to read this out then? And say that Ash
Yeah.
is...
I was just about to read it.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Okay.
I never get to read anything. This is exciting. Entry number 20, August 7275, fall. It is time I took my biomancy to a higher status being. through the course of several years, I will be making Apex life forms. Since Neo Grand and my so-called brothers and sisters within the Order of Artifice, which I helped founded, disagree with my methods, it's best I take my research and projects elsewhere, someplace where I won't be interrupted. I will update once my work is within full swing. I am purposefully reading this badly. Entry number 21, September 72-75 fall. The Evergreen Alliance's forested nation has proven, oddly, to be a wonderful place to hide. There is a cave close to a secluded village called Glade Haven that I can strike business with if I'm ever in need of supplies or live test subjects. My current creation has emerged into its infancy. If it proves to be a successful crisis. What the fuck is this? Crisis. I will take samples of it to make more. Entry number 150. That's a big jump.
Yep.
July 25th, 7287 summer. My opus has been territorially prowling around the cave. The village has begun calling it the Bane of the Forest. Cheeky enough. Hopefully with these dragon samples, I might be able to amplify its power and further my understanding of Draconic philosophy.
Physiology.
Entry number. Physiology. Fuck. Entry number 151. August 7287. Summer, fall. I am now forced to close off a section of my cave for myself since the Bane has grown out of my command and control. It has recently attacked a human family, a mother, a father, one son, and 2 daughters. One of the daughters and the father escaped, rather wounded and potentially scarred. This does give me a rare opportunity to collect samples of other human essence. I know their makeup is quite malleable with all the hybrids Neo Grand has. There's a silver lining after all.
Vilroy looks pissed.
October 7290 fall. With my previous commission notes to create a human offspring and these samples of the Vilroy family, I have been successful of creating Banekin, creatures spliced from the Bane's own essence. Time for a proper experiment. Time to see how well we can make this beast of mine its own myth with its own followers. If it is successful, I can make more and sell them as soldiers. And then this last entry still seems kind of good. Whoever wrote this wasn't gone for too long. Entry number 270, August 10th, 7295 summer. This will be the last time I write in this book. Many of the villagers are beginning to act suspicious of me, probably blaming me for this recent monitoring incursions. I will find some place new to conduct my work. I've been left with time to reflect and can't help but think back to the time I made a human for the first time. A young baby girl, the noble family, House Norn, commissioned me and hard-pressed me to make them either a genasi, a dragon-marked human, or an Aasimar. I am simply one hobgoblin. Most of those require me to visit other planes, and the dragon mark is nigh impossible without inbreeding. I did the next best thing, made a savant modeled after myself, even implanted some of my own essence into the child when it was in incubation. I gave them an exemplar of the race. They weren't exactly pleased that she had no mark, nor that she looked plain. The first time I wasn't paid for my service, but now they own the child, I suppose. I wonder if they took my suggestion of naming her Sylver.
Oh.
Leave her what?
Sorry?
Wait.
I wonder who that could be.
Gears turn towards gears and neck turn towards Syl.
Vilroy is just a mix of emotions.
I should just holding the book up like, huh.
Where's the book?
Did I read that right? Hold on. I think something got lost in translation. I can't. Hold on.
I think you need to reread that.
I think my goblin might be getting a little bit rusty.
Where's the book? Sylvan? Like the language?
It's in Ash's hands, Crunch.
No,
Ash
I mean
shows
like,
you the book.
No, I'm talking about in the tabs. On the side.
Oh, do you want to look at it too?
Yes.
Go to the little newspaper thing, and then
Uh-huh.
go down to the
I
bottom.
have to give him permission.
Evergreen Alliance.
Yeah, you're the only one who has
Oh.
that permission right now. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second. There we go. All players.
Crunch has artificial journal.
You know what?
This will be the last time I write in this book. Many villagers begin exorcisms of me, probably blaming me for the recent monster incursions. I will find some place to conduct my work. I've been left with time to reflect and can't help think like the time I made you in the first time. Young baby girl, no family, house, Norn. Commissioned me hard pressed to make them either Genasi, Dragonmark human, or an Azamar. I'm simply one hop. I am simply one hobgoblin. Most of those require visiting other planets, and Dragonmark is not impossible without inbreeding. It's a font. Well,
Sil, do you like large chairs?
even implanted my own essence into the child when it was incubated.
Tap.
Oh, Tap missed it.
I missed shit. A lot of shit.
I gave them an exemplar
Look in the
of.
journal, Tap, and look in the artificer's journal
wasn't-
at the bottom.
They weren't exactly pleased that she had no mark.
I've been holding on to this for a few weeks.
On.
I told you I was going to do something about your backstory, Sil.
Sil is very, he's struggling to accept it at the moment. Where he's,
Wait, is that the full name of Sil?
Well, is it?
Like dead ass. Is that Sil's actual first?
Dead ass.
oh yeah, Sil's
Pretty.
name is Sylvera.
That's pretty.
You see a second crunch come out in the shape of the scream. Brother, will you allow me this?
Everybody right now just...
Even the crunch echo?
Yeah.
I'm over here just like...
Let me see the
Let me
script.
see this.
You have no
As I'm
idea.
currently reading this up for myself personally.
You have no idea how long I've been holding on to this.
I wish to tell you, you cheeky some bitch, but
We already know that.
I know, and it would be a compliment.
I hope you're not mad, and I hope you're okay with this.
Oh, I am totally okay with this.
Fuck yeah!
I'm so happy.
I'm
Oh
behind.
my god.
Okay,
Everyone's
well,
freaking out, and I don't know what's happening.
go. By all means, go
Read the
ahead.
I'm reading it.
Sil, I think we can figure this out. Do you like big chairs?
I can't believe
Like the one that's on the other side of this.
There was a. You mean to tell me a biomancer was here and created my nightmare and made more? And you.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I want this person dead.
Better
That
yet,
can be arranged.
they're multi-generational, because they knew or dealt with you potentially as a child, Vilroy, and
It's been a few years.
if you count from the first entry, at least entry 2075 to the last most recent entry, that's
By the way, the last entry for the reference of all of you, that's the current year.
doing math real fast. Don't mind me.
I have some guesses.
Yes. So
They've been here for at least 20 odd years. At
Yeah.
least. And if you saw them as a child, or at least younger, Vilroy, that probably means that they're probably at least in their 30s, probably older.
I don't know many biomancers. From what Ash was reading, I can only think of a few people, but I can't make a good guess.
Hey, buddy, what do you make sense of this?
I did not think that this was entirely possible. This is very eye-opening.
I'm not going to allow you to recreate this. Let me just make this clear.
I have no need
Question.
to.
You can.
I have a good question to throw at Syl, actually.
Yeah.
Also, you now know the
Do you
year.
know the Syl? By chance, do you remember anything about the Order of the Artificers?
Orders
I'm
of
gonna
order.
have so roll history, but
You can, since you were raised in Neo Grand. I would say you rolled this with advantage.
1 second.
Are Syl and Crunch siblings then?
Yes,
If you
yes,
both
yes,
come
yes,
from
yes.
weird
What?
science?
What?
24.
No, that's impossible.
You can think. You have a good memory of this place. The faction known as Order of Artifice are a group of artificers and engineers who are looking to better the world through innovation and renovation, if anything. Just people who are willing, more than willing to experiment with life to make it better, or to reuse old...
Eugenics! Sorry.
Thank you, Diesel.
I'm sorry.
The group has good intentions. They want to better people for the people, more than anything. They have a very neutral outlook on life. Which is one of the reasons why not everybody goes to them, but if they want to experiment with themselves or try to look for different technology, they're usually the first go-to. But you do remember some of the founders, and one that was struck off the books. Like, speaking her name doesn't come up very often. She is a very well-renowned artificer, and she's one of the few people that anyone would commission to make life, considering she was able to make creatures unlike anyone has ever seen. This hobgoblin's name...
I knew it.
...is Sophia Woon.
Oh, I gotta open up my sheet. I gotta open up my notes.
Yeah, I'm putting this person in.
What was that?
Audible
Putting this
gasp.
person.
Bill, I
Audible
see that look in
gasp.
your eye. Did you remember something?
I mean, I guess so. It's the Order of Artifice has always been a huge. There's always been had an influence in Neo Grand. I thought I looked into it out of curiosity's sake. They're good meaning artificers that are just trying to make life better. But they do have a biomancer.
We have a name.
Sophia 1.
Woon.
Woon, sorry.
It's okay. I just also love that just the music just suddenly became more just sinister as I said her name.
Ominous.
Audible gasp.
Ah!
It's all
The music
DM
gasps as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't an organ then to immediately press down on it for dramatic effect.
I was not expecting you guys to find her room so quickly. I was hoping that would be a later finding, but...
It's never how you expect it to go.
If there's a hidden DM, whenever you make a hidden room, There's a 50-50. 50 says it will be found, 50 says it will not be found.
A natural 20 says it was going to be found. I made sure the DC was going to be high.
And then I made a natural 20!
Yeah!
Basically twice.
Yeah. Holy hell. So, here you go. This is what I did with your backstory. You do have a noble family that you belong to, but it's got a twist.
A little bit.
But you have a family.
I like how this is almost a more screwed up version of Midnight in a weird esoteric
I
way.
was so scared that it was gonna say a man, a wife, and one daughter and one son. I was like, oh no, oh no.
No. Sophia was referring to Vilroy's family.
I was so afraid that it was gonna be more Ash.
No.
I don't want big Ash story to keep like in the way of other people.
Oh,
So,
no.
Ash has 50 siblings, and they're all from the same.
It's like Tap and Ash have multiple clones.
Our theme is family friendly, right?
I don't-
Like, you cannot...
Family friendly? Maybe not so much, but based around family unintentionally? Yes.
Tap doesn't need clones. He just has other siblings that just look like him, but not quite.
Him with a goatee.
Him with a goatee.
Oh, God.
Syl's just like takes it, and it's just like.
And mutton chops.
Go ahead, Sil. Go ahead, Sil.
In a way, hunting this nightmare
With a mustache.
is
Oh, sorry.
a family reunion.
Yay.
I'm sorry, what?
Like how Lucius is just dragged into this, like he has no idea what's going on, and I'm so...
DM? Question. Just to hit me. Would any of us by chance know who House Norn is?
That is another history check for anybody who's willing to take it.
Is
I'll
it
make a history
specified?
check on that.
Is it specified to a specific region, or do we not know?
Not necessarily.
In Tolkien space, I'm not doing it.
Oh boy.
So essentially, what's going on, friend, is that's Syl, and she was born as a robot.
No, you did not just do that. Holy fuck!
Where were these rolls when the dragon was talking shit?
They were so Please, they were sleeping at the wheel.
I was sleeping.
17, nice. Okay. 12, 22, 17.
Should I even bother?
I think that's enough. I think that's enough.
No,
21.
that's enough.
21.
So, 12. That name doesn't sound entirely familiar. It's probably some Neoground noble house. 17. That they're a mercantile kind of noble house, kind of similar to House Hukrel and House Blazier. For record, House Hukrel is a elven mercantile house, and House Blazier is a transportation a noble house.
What does mercantile mean?
Merchants.
Merchants.
Okay.
The chorus of
I know this for a very dumb reason. Just the
you?
word. Continue.
I've just got to share this.
I've just never heard the term before.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have unintentionally heard the term several times when I was growing up. There was a place called Mercantile not that far away from my house.
Oh.
So I found out very quickly in life what mercantile meant.
Yeah, that's a VTuber, right?
I'm aware. The Syl was born in a vat.
No!
Still is a test tube baby!
Oh, no!
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop.
I love that
I do want to say when Jamie asked what traits Syl will have as a result of these experiments, all I could think of for anyone who plays Warhammer was just drop the unclean in the experimentation he puts on the rats and gives them various traits.
Yeah, I understood that reference, and I'm so fucking mad.
I didn't understand it, and I'm so fucking mad.
Fuck, I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head for the rest of the night. God damn, man.
What was the reference? I blanked out for a second.
Throughout the Unclean's experiments, I'll see if I can find a link to it.
Oh no.
It's gross.
I've been wanting to make a mad scientist for a long while now, and I'm grateful to do that again. So now you guys have met a necromancer and a biomancer. Or at least, not necessarily met, you've found their lair.
A biomancer.
God, I love Full Metal Alchemist.
We're gonna, by the end of this campaign, we're just gonna go through all the mancers. The next one's just gonna be a cryomancer.
No!
And that's the one after that will be a pyromancer, so on.
Jimmy, not the container werecat, no!
Textile Mancer.
Okay. So, Vilroy is taking this information in exactly as you would expect this.
Very angry!
Syl, I don't know how you feel about all this, but I want to wreck house on this entire location.
Hey, buddy, is there, like, ways to destroy the entire place easily?
How much oil do you got?
No, I'm asking straight up buddies. Like, hey, buddy, I'm trying to make buddy say, do you have access to the nukes?
Those have been destroyed for a very long time. They've all been used to destroy Earth. What do you expect to happen?
I'm not asking for the nukes. I'm like asking, is there like something that we can use that's like super destructive?
A hydrogen bomb.
Yes.
The doom rocket.
There's no nuclear fallout, and it has far more destructive
power. Do we have an orbital strike machine?
So, this just became a little more intensive for both of us. What's your call?
Lucius in game.
Can't expect God all.
Can't expect God to do all the work.
Calm down. I'm trying to hear Syl.
Syl's like flexing her left hand in and out, like kind of like as she's just thinking and processing. And she's like, this is in a way, this is exactly where I was born.
Or could be.
Or could be. I don't know.
Sorry.
Before we destroy everything, could we comb through it, grab any more information?
Yeah.
That seems fair.
I'll see if I can find anything else on this desk.
They're to the end.
From the aside from the journal, everything else seems like it was picked clean.
I'm looking around here, but sorry, I can't really see anything else, though.
I can't find a damn thing!
Can't find it.
Holy shit.
So just kind of close eyes, and it's just like, the crazy's supposed to happen to everyone else. Hey. God, this is weird.
How do you think I feel? Sophia, he literally used my family to create humanoid versions of the monster that killed my family.
Do you think those are the null-like things?
I bet!
Yeah.
Paladin.
So I hate to break it to you now, but, and this is coming from what everyone likes to refer to as a talking goose, I am the most normal one now.
I give you 3 months, and before we find out there's something about you, Mr. Kent, and we're all just going to stand here slack-jawed in awe.
We're gonna find out that you're not really a goose.
Out of everything, Leora has the most normal story out of all of you.
That
Shocker!
that
He's a
is
duck.
unbelievable.
Liara has the most calm story?
Yeah!
True. But
He's not a goose. He's a duck.
That's not a boulder. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock.
yeah, it's,
The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
yeah.
I hate you both.
Yeah, as far as backstory that's been revealed, Mr. Kent is currently the most normal functioning creature in this group, in this room.
Ah,
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
no. Suck on a salt lick.
Buddy?
As far as I can tell, I'm normal.
True.
Glory.
Hmm?
What's Paladin Code say about this? Does your order require that this place basically be purged, or are you a little less intense than I'm used to?
One moment. Out of character. In character, he just ponders for a brief moment.
If you're looking at your tenets, I have the book up too.
I'm doing it. I got it.
I
Let's
do,
determine honest.
Okay.
I do want to know though, Sil. What do you think of now that the talking goose is the most normal person in the group so far?
Oh my god.
I didn't know being strange or sure having this kind of relation sort of thing was contagious.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Oh, that's
I-
so
I don't
cute.
Our crazy rubbed off on her.
Yeah, that like
Oh,
I wasn't the one to communicate with gods or do things like this. I was the forge girl in a bad town.
I wanted
To answer your question, Foxgloves, no, my tenants do not require this place to be purged. However, I don't like it.
From a personal standpoint or a religious one?
Little bit from column A, little bit from column B.
Okay, I was just trying to gauge whether or not your order cares. I mean, we have enough evidence where we wanted to burn down this place. I think we would be having our right to.
I do believe the creatures need to be purged from this existence.
I.
And if their
Complete-
creator stands in the way, maybe them too.
Shouldn't we maybe not say that the creatures that were created here be destroyed?
I'm speaking of the one that attacked the village.
That's
Okay,
better.
well, I mean, clearly you can befriend some of them.
true.
I see what you're doing at Tap. We didn't mean it like that. We're talking more about the unreasonable ones.
The ones that don't want to be our friends.
Oh.
The ones that are
Words.
roaming and killing people.
You don't want to.
Try to
Words.
be their friends.
The ones that don't take business cards.
Sadly,
Exactly.
those people exist. Very, very sadly.
I'm more of a man of action. I don't word very often.
Of action do.
I'm liking you more by the second.
He just nods at you.
Alright.
I just have to say, it almost felt scripted with how this went with for Sil specifically.
Yeah, I didn't even. I I thought of that little bit of like trying to comfort Syl right there on the spot. I did not know this was coming. I purposely avoided any spoilers.
You know, that whole conversation you had about all this does... I was not expecting that, and with all that I just threw at you just then, it felt poetic.
I was just like, maybe I should have Syl open up a little bit more because it's been a while, and she's. Like,
It has in fact been a while.
Oops.
The character dynamic opened up a little, then the plot came in like a sledgehammer and it flew off the rail.
And through a side quest of all things. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yes, man.
I'm not that special. Takesies backsies.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Where's the John? Where's the JonTron clip?
Syl is a
John.
Syl is a
Where's the
woman.
JonTron clip of just
Are you sure
like,
about that?
coming in from downtown?
I'll take your entire stock.
I've been thinking about this for a bit. Considering Syl is a woman who's grounded in science, I wanted to give her a very sciencey origin.
Yeah, very, very, very sciencey.
Syl has now learned to never open up ever again.
And on this day,
I do it, crazy shit happen.
And the sad part is I can now make more Albert Wesker jokes.
So this is gonna have like a small pause, and it's like, well, I guess I can see the resemblance.
Also, when I was answering those things, I was operating on a little, like, lack of knowledge because I stepped away to get a cup of tea because my throat started hurting a lot.
mood.
That's fair. In the journal tab, there's something in the Evergreen Alliance called the Artificer's Journal. If you read that, yeah. If you just read the last paragraph, that's all. That's just the highlight of what you need to know. And then...
There's 2 highlights. Entry
True.
270.
Oh, there it is.
And entry 151.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you read those 2, you can read the others later. But if you skip through those 2, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
So, Vilroy. How much booze do you want when we get back?
The entire fucking bar.
You got it.
I just kind of flipped through my coin real fast. I'll buy you the whole bar twice.
Good answer. Come on. I'm sorry.
What's this?
Well, what was the second entry I was to read?
The very last one. It was
Very
number
last
151 and then number 270.
What is that?
Thank you.
That leads to the next floor. That is an elevator.
Okay. Did we look inside of this thing?
That is also empty.
Okay.
And this is empty.
What is this?
That is floor.
You made this made over here.
No,
Yes, the floor here
this.
is made of floor.
This. Okay.
This object. This object that I am moving.
So, where do we want to go next?
Well, we know that
Left
there's
or right?
non-poisonous gold on the other side of this.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
We know there's weird mold, and we know there's traps.
Also, Roy, Syl, you two okay?
I think you and I have just bonded a little more than we realized, she says, looking at you, Syl.
Syl gives a nod, like, yeah. I guess I can. This is as okay as I can be.
I'm not going to make a joke at your expense about what monsters we're going to be killing, but I badly want to just say you want to kill your brothers and sisters. And apparently my cousins?
It's a family reunion?
Does that make the two of you blood relatives?
No.
No, not really.
Took it one step too far. Okay, got it.
Like, I don't think any of them was used in the creation of me. If
From
that
what
makes
it
sense.
from what it sounds like, you were created way before all this.
How old?
I'm still younger than you.
Yeah.
You're. I hate to break it to you, but you're a little older than me,
Yeah.
or at least we're around the same age, ish.
Bish? I don't really know how those things work.
I don't remember how old you are still, but you're older than me.
I gave up once I'd encountered people centuries old.
I think other than Crunch, I am the oldest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Crunch is several thousand.
Crunch doesn't
I-
count. Crunch is a
Crunch
time
doesn't
machine.
count. Crunch doesn't age.
I'm
Wait,
timeless.
wait. Does Syl's 24?
Oh.
I'm
Not-
younger than Syl.
Really?
Yeah. Gloves is 20.
Hey, don't worry. You're
It's
so
not
older
even
than Mr.
old enough
Kent.
to drink yet.
I might unintentionally be the baby of the entire party.
I think so. That's so cute.
My character's 22.
God damn it.
Baby Foxlos. Also, I hate to burst your bubble, Foxlos, but Mr. Kent is 16.
Okay.
Oh shit!
You and
Wait,
me,
how
we
old is
are-
that in duck years?
Pretty much the equivalent of human years.
Fuck!
You are going through your own rite of passage. You are becoming a man. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Babe.
The two of us will just be the babies in the corner.
No, talk them. They angy. They baby.
Why does the baby emote look like a lemon?
Unacceptable!
Acceptable.
Alright. Where to next?
If you wish to try to reason with them before anything happens, I won't get in the way.
I think we're past that. These things have been raiding Glade Haven. My home.
And perhaps we can arrest the one responsible.
I don't know if that is even possible. I don't even think Sophia's even here. I mean, her room is...
The
Well,
hunter
it's
did
right
speak
now.
of a green person.
Hobgoblins
like,
usually have a
thing.
red skin tone.
I've never really seen a hobgoblin.
Yeah, they. I think I've interacted with a lot of hobgoblins before, right? Or
Oh yeah,
not
you're
really?
from the tsunami. You definitely have encountered a lot of hobgoblins.
Yeah, they're generally more reds, browns, sometimes even like grays and blacks. I've personally never encountered a green one before.
Goblins are usually greenish to brown. Verdants are always green. And bugbears are always covered in fur.
Yeah.
Buddy, what do you have anything to say about these comments?
What are these races that they're talking about? I'm having fun just listening, but I'm also a little heartbroken. I know it's very ironic for me to say anything, but I do apologize and empathize with all of your plights. Also, I just I see that Fox Loves and Mr. Kent have been handed baby bottles.
You're welcome.
Oh, that looks really good.
Thank you.
Foxglow's moved away.
You cannot escape the bottle. The bottle will find you. Okay, moving on. I would like to try to wrap this up eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, where would you guys like to go to next?
What is this again?
It seems to be some sort of like mold or fungus.
Cheese.
It's cheese.
Hamburger.
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 Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
It's creepy how well you can do that some days.
Do I roll a medicine or a survival to see what it is?
Oh,
I'd say medicine.
That's good. I want to know what the fucking cheese is. Medicine. Thank you.
Also, what are we going to do with all the...
I'll give it to you.
That's fine. That's average.
I'll give it to you.
What are we doing with all of the wealth in this first room, by the way? Are we going to try and give it back to the people?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanting
It
to
could
make
help
sure.
them rebuild.
Noble enough. Honestly, I had a feeling you guys were going to do that with the first half of the Horde anyway, because it was in the audience room.
yeah.
All right. There's my game plan.
I'm following
So-
it. I understand. I see.
We're
Okay.
running out of red string.
This is, and then you do this.
Dude, we're running out of red string.
This.
So,
and then
That
this.
has so much
and then
red
this.
string. Don't even
Okay.
worry about it.
Ash, stop for a second. I'm going to give you the...
Yeah, yeah,
I'm going
Did
to
I
answer
do
your
it?
question. I'm going to answer your question now. So, you remember that stuff that Doodle Crunch went through to get the sword?
No.
It's the same
What?
stuff.
Why?
This is referred to as yellow mold.
It's
Step in it and
So is that
spores will
gold?
step in it and spores will erupt.
What do the spores do?
Poison damage
Do the hurt.
for a minute.
Found a
I sent
skeleton.
my raven down.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna send my raven to fly down the hall.
I can go.
Don't.
Yeah,
I-
don't do that.
I can go.
It flies down the hall.
Do it.
And it sees a interesting sight. A large space, kind of tunneled out. Ceiling to floor kind of pillars once again, with these very gnoll-like hunched creatures, kind of just more or less standing about. The distinctive features you see with these monsters is that they have these catfish-like heads, antlers of like a deer, and ravenous-like claws that make their appendages. They hold various different weapons, but sitting at the throne is a very human-like individual with pale green skin and this silvery veins going down its arms, or at least from what you can see, and they are dressed in armor and pelts.
What is this? Does anybody know who this person looks like?
I will show you.
Who's the one that sent? Who's the one that sent the
It's me.
Raven? Which character is you?
Ash.
This one.
The red
the
one.
that I put the
Red
plus
one?
sign over.
Oh, the one I'm
Yeah.
standing next to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
He puts his arm out to stop you from going, even if he is probably like half your size or something.
Oh.
6'1".
And almost your size. That's fine.
Hey, we're looking
Much
almost at eye
scrawnier.
level.
Much scrawnier.
Yeah.
What's your character's name?
Ash.
Ash.
Oh, by the way, we have all of our names of our characters, like with the line and then the names of our characters.
How you do that?
you can change your nickname.
I'll do it for you.
It's how you change your
Oh, I
nickname to
can't do it.
Dimmy.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just, yeah. So if you just
But
right click
that-
on it and then you can.
Oh, also, just
change
to reveal, there is a door that goes this way. From Sophia's
Right.
room.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Oh.
Just letting you
Fix
know. Just letting you know.
One moment.
And Syl immediately goes for it.
Immediately goes for it. Yeah.
At the current
So
moment, you
Syl's
do.
not by
These
himself.
individuals seem to more or less just kind of mucking about, if you will. And the green individual, where he just covered in pelts and armor, is just sitting at the throne. Just
Ash shakes his head. I don't think we want to go down there yet.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is a green individual at the throne, so I
8.
think we would want to save that for last.
Sounds like an even fight then.
There's a lot of them. Very big. Very, very scary.
There's a lot of us. I mean, we're not very scary, but there's a lot of us.
I think the one thing going for us is the fact that we have one way to funnel them towards us by the mold, but one, we don't know if they have any immunity to the mold, and two, wait, were there any doors or any passageways you saw in the area, or?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay, they might have ways to get around us then.
Yeah.
So if we go in, there's no guarantee that they're just going to go and either make us hunt them, or if they're going to take like a hidden door and get behind us.
Ash,
Yeah.
can you send your raven down the other hallway?
Oh, yeah.
See what's over
You
there.
guys go see what Syl's doing, and I'll go check the other one out.
Okay.
as for Syl, if you're going to head down that little hall,
Is it just wrap around?
Nope.
Ew!
What that?
so this place,
It looks like the elephant mold.
this place particularly seems to have been abandoned, and I do need to reveal a little more still. Oop.
Oh, it's big.
Now, as your raven kind of loops around, boop, boop.
This is a much better location.
I had fun rolling all of this. I got to do this again sometime.
Yeah, make custom dungeons is fun.
This place looks like it might have been a shrine or chapel of some kind for the Banekin, as you now understand them being. And as for you, Ash, for the time being, as you're going down this hallway, the very obvious traps that are so obvious, you notice that just kind of moving away the dirt, that they're bear traps.
Bears.
And there's one right in front of you.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't go inside.
I'm going to move you over here, because there's one right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Passive perception of 10 sees these.
Yeah, I got that.
Help the
Then I would-
DM out.
I would definitely see that.
And there's one right here, too.
I hope you guys like my high quality bear traps.
Very, very, very high quality bear trap.
They're beautiful. Glorious.
Thank you. I spent an hour each.
Oh. If only we could be just as great as you.
I know it's pretty high standards.
But the statue here, and this is the best I could actually honestly do, considering I can't really draw that well with just a mouse. That statue seems to depict the beast. Very large creature, bear-like body, large claws, similar catfish-like head, and antlers of like an elk.
What's this person thinking?
Hmm?
Now,
It's a fish.
there is...
Are you seriously going to ask a civic scientist on what they're thinking?
Yes, because it's a catfish. It needs water.
Not anymore.
Are you telling me that these are catfish mushrooms?
The place has been abandoned, and you notice that there's a lot of cobwebs littering the area.
Why couldn't they just be normal catfish? Then we could fry them and eat them.
With Sophia, unfucking likely.
Foxgloves, the place where you first went around was questioning throughout the Unclean's amazing creations.
You do see a hall that goes further down, Cell.
Brother.
Hmm?
It's almost time.
I am aware.
There is one thing I want to point out.
What's up?
In character, to Ash, because I'm right by them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a paladin. I can cure poison.
I have never used that feature.
I
As a
don't think I
paladin.
have either.
That's
You can cure
that's
poison?
really useful.
Yeah,
5 points of lay on hands.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Cures diseases and poisons.
Cell, roll me a perception check.
Oh, wonderful news.
5.
That's the amazing rolls we were looking for.
Sounds a little distracting.
5.
High or low?
That's fair.
She's just a little spacey.
High or low? High, okay. Okay, it's a little too dark for you to see that far. You're gonna need some light.
If only there was a light bearer. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna go see what the girls are doing.
By the way, Ash, if you would like to disarm that trap real quick, it shouldn't be that hard for you.
I would like to. What do I roll?
I'd say
Roll your
a
D
dexterity
tools.
check.
Ah.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
2.
Oh my god, my hand's a bit slight.
My hands.
You just more or less just kind of poke at it a little bit. You remember your father kind of messing with these things before, and just watch as it goes from primed to.
I poke it.
It's just slams right in front of you, not catching anything on you, but it just locks into place.
I
Unusable.
throw a fucking rock onto it. And it fucking does it. It's fun.
So that trap's been disarmed.
This one?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm sorry, Mr. Gann.
No.
Is that all of them?
Trap that I spent so long on.
Is that all
That
of
man
them?
could have lost his arm.
That's
what
the
the
one
hell?
that's blocking that hallway. You're good on that regard. But these two, you can just easily just walk around.
I should just come in now. He got hand all flamo.
What that?
What
this?
that?
Do you want to go in?
What that?
I want
Ash!
to go. Yeah, I'll fucking go in.
All right.
Yeah, we're both fucking going in, huh?
All right.
Hell yeah, Gabe.
So you walk into the kitchen. It looks crude, rude, lots of different kinds of beets just kind of strewn about, and what looks like these tiny bipedal lizards just kind of walking around, trying to figure out what to do with the situation that they found themselves in. And all these tiny little lizards just kind of look up at you, and look at you as lunch. As I'm going to reveal, as I fucking can.
You want to know what I immediately thought of whenever you were like tiny little lizards?
Did you think of just a bundle of like the Geico lizards?
No, I thought of this.
Oh no, not those.
It's those.
It's those.
These things kind of look at you as lunch. I'm going to end the session here for the night, because then when we pick this up, everyone's rolling initiative.
Do you want us to roll initiative now and then just have it? for-
No,
We're gonna
That's fine.
forget.
I'm gonna have it be rolled next Friday.
That's fair.
So that way he can preemptively roll for all the little critters.
And that way, hopefully, we have better luck.
Oh God.
Unless your luck is Diesel rolling
now.
natural
Two
20s
natural
about
20s.
information.
Hey now.
You're
You're
an
an
all-star.
all-star.
Star.